intro. Y'all ain't ready for this. The disrespect is real.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. I'm not above it. I am that snake bitch.
No, it's okay. You guys are all welcome to trash Queen in the chat. We'll hold a whole panel on Queen.
I am honest to a point, but a lot of the things I talk about aren't true.
Wait, somebody not telling the truth on YouTube? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignore me. The road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the sword. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more, freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force apart. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you let scars rip. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
Me and my friends, we're gonna find you and we're gonna rip you apart like a wasteland.
Snakes don't get a fucking safe space. If she wants to keep it going, then we'll keep going. If she wants to stop the bullshit, then we'll stop the bullshit. But I'm not gonna fucking sit here and let anybody lie on my motherfucking name.
Bring your ass. The fucking link is in the chat. That's
Oh, loose booty, wet panty looking ass boy.
Replay that, Queen. Her name is Queen. It ain't really so much Queen. Queen B. Queen B. Queen B. Okay, there. Queen B. Queen B's money. Queen B ain't got no money. Queen B.
She always fucks some shit up. I don't know why PJ doesn't get his ass on a motherfucking leash and get his ass under control. Fuck.
Better than never. I can feel my heart rate, adrenaline pressure. It's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. So, he's locked away inside with the key control by fight or flight.
And I haven't brought it public, you know why? Because someone that I was fucking close to is in the middle of a goddamn lawsuit. How do I get my hands on your stuff? Because I need something to clean these titty flaps. My dove is just not doing it.
Bring your asses. As simple as that. Come in. I mean, bring it. Bring your asses. Hey, don't get Queen B at her 550, 600 service. Bring their asses out.
You might have started it, but I'm gonna finish it.
Absolutely. Or go to somebody else's panel. Let me just say Queen B's panel. I'm telling you, we all need to go up on Queen B's panel because that seems where everybody's going. I guess Queen B is like the god of YouTube.
Queen B Escobar, bro.
She's in China just making drugs.
You know, I run the cartel on the YouTubes. I run the cartel here. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what boss bitches do.
Exactly.
Keep beefing with the Queen B because I heard the stinger sucks.
This lady Queen B with the lip ring is innocent. You two weirdos are being weird. No, I know who this is. You're the lady that was on Molly Go Lightly.
No. You have no doubt QB could hold her own with any female on YouTube. Let me tell you something we all learned a long time ago.
I would fuck her up and drag her from here to China. Let's meet one-on-one.
Writing checks, their mouth can't cash. Bitch, I didn't write a check, my mouth can't cash. I cash all them motherfucking checks.
And I cannot for the life of me understand why people put her on a pedestal. And these allegedly smart people put her on this pedestal like she's something important.
We got to tell you about yourself. It's your fucking old lying ass over there. Is her fucking name obnoxiously relevant?
Because
I know, she changed it.
She meant to say obnoxious and irrelevant. That's what she meant to say.
And coincidentally, it sounds exactly like Queen Bee's voice because, as I've always thought, Queen Bee is using some sort of slight distortion on her voice when she broadcasts.
Exposed!
Queen Bee exposed! Oh my god, bitch. Did they get that Dugan?
Said they get that Dugan. That shit chronicle with Shady. You better fucking shut your mouth with that. Well, stop.
Wow. What in the hell? Someone told Queen Bee that you said it was her hacking your emails. What the hell is wrong with people?
Take your ass to bed. It's fucking past your bedtime. Go on now.
Right? Why you gotta be crying?
Motherfucking killing the vibe, bitch. Take your ass to bed. Boston, no, I'm not capping at all. I'm telling the whole truth.
Good, babe.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle. You know me, skedaddling away.
All right.
Pumpkin. I love you too.
Alright. I despise you, Boston.
Whatever.
Good morning, beautiful.
Happy day.
Happy day, baby. We got triggered today. Gotta trigger these motherfuckers every day.
Baby Jesus showed us that, you guys. I swear to God.
I know that's right, because you just put right on that shit.
Yes, I did. Baby Jesus was like, look here.
Yeah, fuck the pause. Pause for the cause. Fuck that pause.
I'm just trying to be a better person. I know it.
Let's see here. God damn it, Duke. You hear him?
Yes, the dog is orange.
Damn it, Duke.
Girl, this tea is piping.
It's living. These motherfuckers hot.
That just burnt the roof of my mouth.
Where's
Oh,
Candy
shit.
Sue? Where's she at? You heard that like I heard that one. Fire in the hole. Smoke him if you got him.
You're like the type of person that would probably be in the back of the class.
Fuck you, B-Tim.
Ellie's a thug.
Right.
You don't
We're all thugs around here. Shambles. Thank you for supporting the hot biddies. Y'all wasn't ready for that, was you?
Wait, I wasn't, bitch. I was not. I wasn't even close to ready for that shit. All right, I love you, baby girl. I'm gonna jump off.
I love you too, baby doll. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing? Happy hump day, baby. How y'all doing? Having a good day, y'all? Having a good day, a good week? I hope so. Kiwi and Tweed said they hope you all are too. Can you hear them back there? They're back there just going at it. The bird said, good morning, biddies. Good morning, good morning. We're going to talk, we got all kinds of stuff to talk about. We got all kinds of stuff. All the things. And we're going to talk about all the things. Damn, I can't believe we're halfway through the week. Halfway there. Smoke them if you got them. Shit. We're halfway there. I gotta get my YouTubes up. Hold on one sec. Yeah, so anyhow, there's been a whole lot going on, you guys. So we'll start with we will start with Kate. Okay, so Kate from Troll Mafia. You guys know Kate. She came on and talked to us with B Tim and Sleuthy. She was actually arraigned in court today. Murray has a order of protection against her and was actually in the hallway. Well, okay, let me just read this first because it's, first of all, it's, they lied in the, from my understanding, they lied in this report. But here, I'm going to put it up here real fast. And, you know, ironically, Miss Murray attended the arraignment this morning and was in the exact same public hallway that they're trying to charge Kate with right now. How ridiculous is that? I mean, she's got witnesses that are gonna, you know, that she'll be able to subpoena and stuff, so that's good. And hopefully her lawyer will take care of it all, but or she will, you know, I'm not sure what all's going on, but yeah, there's definitely history there, Boho. I know that for sure. But here, let me go pull this up real fast. Because they basically said, well, you were at Aiden's court date and you were 15 feet from her, so you violated your order in a courthouse. In a courthouse. Like, seriously? And then in the same courthouse that they just arraigned her for, the woman came in and was in the same exact hallway that they just charged her with. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? It's court. It's not like she was at a restaurant. It's not like she was harassing her somewhere else or doing something else. You know what I mean? I could understand if there was something like that going on. But it's ridiculous. Let me read this. I was going to pop it through and put it up here on the screen so you guys could see it. I don't know. I think it's just a bunch of bullshit. That's all. So, had to fill y'all in on it. Okay, let's go pop this. We'll put, I emailed it to myself real quick so we can go grab it. Okay. All right. Can you see this bad boy? We'll just read it from here. Let me just go in here and open it. So yeah, anyhow, this is this is what it says. It's ridiculous too. Listen. On October 11th, 2023 at approximately 9:37 I, Officer Antonio, responded to the lobby of the Stoughton Police Department. I met with and identified the reporting party as Lauren Murray, who will be referred to as Victim 1. Victim 1 stated that at approximately 12 p.m. at the Stoughton District Court located at 1288 Central Street, she encountered Kate from Troll Mafia. I'll just leave it at that. It should be noted, Victim 1 has an active harassment prevention order against Peter. Victim 1 stated that she informed a state trooper. Okay. From my understanding, there wasn't one there, but I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't speak on this. I'm just repeating what I was told. So Victim 1 stated that she informed a state trooper present within the courthouse that she has an active harassment prevention order against Peter. Victim 1 stated that the trooper informed Peter she needed to leave the premises immediately. Victim 1 stated that Peter initially left the premises but returned shortly thereafter into the courtroom to observe an arraignment. Victim 1 stated that she was also in the courtroom observing the arraignment and observed Peter enter and remain seated for the duration of the arraignment. Victim 1 stated that she had recently had the harassment prevention order extended on 8/23/2023, and Peter had attended this court date and was notified of the order's active status. At approximately 10:15 p.m., I contacted the North Attleboro Police Department, as that is the town in which address is located according to the RMV's records. Okay, along with the address listed on the active harassment prevention order, the North Attleboro Police Department provided me with the phone number. I then called Peter via the department's recorded line, but received no answer. It should be noted that the phone number associated with the voicemail has a female party's voice, identifying the number as belonging to blank blank. I left a voicemail identifying myself as the Stoughton police officer, the department's phone number, and the purpose for the call being in regards to an incident that occurred at the Stoughton District Court. I will be charging and summoning Peter for violating an active harassment prevention order on October 25th, 2023 at approximately 7:15 a.m. Victim 1 contacted me via the department's telephone line. Victim 1 informed me of a witness, Aiden Kearney, who will be referred to as Witness 1. Victim 1 provided me with Witness 1's contact information. So how much sense does that make? The witness is Aiden Kearney. Really? So yeah, it's contact information. I contacted Witness 1 via the department's telephone line at approximately 7:25. I asked Witness 1 what he observed on the date in question between Victim 1 and Peter. Witness 1 stated that he observed Peter look directly at the victim in the courtroom. Witness 1 stated that Peter was seated in the courtroom approximately 15 feet away from the victim for approximately 45 minutes. So tell me that isn't some bullshit. We need B Tim up here with the what? Yeah, Turtle's the witness. Turtle Boy's the witness. Super sketch. You can't tell me that ain't fucking sketch now. Come on. Kay was only there because she was there. She was there for Turtle's court date. He knew that. He knew that. And from my understanding, someone that was there said that no state trooper walked up and said anything. But what's even weirder is supposedly the state trooper walked up and told her to leave, but then she returned to the courthouse, walked in the courthouse, sat down at the courthouse even after a state trooper told her to leave. And you think that shit was going to just fly? They were just going to go in. They were just going to tell her she's kicked out, she's booted, she got to go, and then she's going to walk back in there. That's bold. I highly doubt that happened. Highly doubt it. But I mean, I'm sure if it did, there's camera footage, right? I'm sure there's some way to prove this, right? Because I highly fucking doubt she's going to go back in that courthouse. If a state trooper said, hey, you have an active order of protection, we're going to, you know, arraign you on this or whatever, you know, don't come back. I highly doubt she's going to be like, oh, let me go back in the courthouse on the same day at the same time with the same state trooper in there, supposedly. And I put state trooper in quotes, okay? Like, what the fuck is really going on here? And then Turtle Boy happens to be the witness? Stop it. Stop. That is ridiculous to me. Had to go let Duke in for a second. Well, the other girls, I'm waiting on Duke, so give me just a minute for that. But so anyhow, what'd y'all think about the cyber sleuth stuff we watched yesterday? Oh, well, hold on a minute. Also, the entrance has metal detectors and cameras. Yeah, they do. They really do. So that's why I said there's a lot of cameras and stuff. I'm sure her lawyer, or if I don't know if she's got a lawyer, but if she doesn't have a lawyer, then I'm sure they'll be able to pull the you know, the cameras and the records and stuff like that too as well to prove it. On top of that, somebody said she has, you know, like 10 witnesses that were there with her that day. So it ain't going to look, and I mean, this ain't a good look. As far as I'm concerned, she wasn't doing shit wrong. She wasn't bothering this person. She, you know what I mean? She was there for the court date. She went into the court date, obviously went in, sat down, watched it, and left. And like I said, I highly doubt if an officer walked up and told her to leave and to get out and to go, that she's going to just turn around and come right back and go back in there and sit down. That's, like I said, that's bold. I don't see that happening. But then again, I mean, I guess anything can happen, but I just don't see Kate doing that. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, it seems to me like somebody wasn't wanted, you know, somebody didn't want Kate at the hearing. So, you know, someone else was told to show up, and now, you know, Turtle Boy's a witness for this victim one. How convenient is that? How convenient. Turtle Boy is the witness, y'all. Turtle Boy is the witness. Like, come on, man. Anybody that knows what's going on that's following this case can see right through that shit. Matter of fact, I think Tom from Tom's crazy little self was live this morning too. Let me go see. Yeah, he was out there outside the courthouse. Pretty sure his ass was. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was. Uh-huh. Date with Kate. That's what. So he's got a. I know he ain't trying it. I know you ain't. I know you ain't, Tom. Swamp. What? Okay, this is them outside the courthouse waiting on Kate to get there, I'm guessing. So we're about to, you know what? We're about to put our music on. How we do. Hold on. So this was this morning, about 4 hours ago. I should have already known he was going to be out there because this is what Tom does. He reminds me of JLR, but like an older version of JLR. But we're going to pop this on real quick anyhow and see what he's got going on because this was this morning and, you know, he likes to talk about it. So
I wish I had more to report for you guys. But oh my God, Ontario, Canada, wow.
There ain't really much to report on because he knows it's bullshit too. But anyhow, because they went to court and found out that Aiden was the witness. So
thank you so much for watching. Yeah. All right, so we'll see you guys later. All right.
He was not fit.
The people.
It was just a joke. So, you know, I donate like $50 a lot.
Hey guys and girls, we're here. It was different back then. It was really different. That's all I gotta say. All right. How we doing, guys?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. Lauren, you want to be? No, you don't. Shit. All right. Paul. All right. I don't want to throw a microphone in your face, but dude, you got to give us an update.
Updates continue to March 19th.
And then what?
The pre-trial conference.
So this is going to trial?
We'll go pre-trial first, and then maybe trial after that.
We hope, right?
Yep. I know they're digging up some more information to bring to court for pre-trial.
What's the date again?
March 19th.
March 19th.
Yep.
March 19th, boys and girls. You heard it here.
So that's Tom. You know, he's got to let everybody know. March 19th. You heard it there. March 19th. So that's when they'll be going back, I'm guessing. Let's see. Let's listen.
All right. I wish I had more to report for you guys. But oh my God, Ontario, Canada. Wow. Thank you so much. 10. Yeah. No, it's just a free trial. It's like the free trial is gonna walk in, talk, and they're probably gonna let them go. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah. Magistrate. Yeah, that's the same as it. Yeah, because we can't say nothing or not this hour. I'll be fine. I'm good. He's awesome. He comes to all of them. Yeah. Everyone enjoy the day. Free Karen. All right. She's got a court-appointed attorney to defend her on March 18th, I think they said. Yeah. So, yeah. And then tomorrow we have another little fun time to hang around. So, yeah.
Okay, so she's got a court-appointed attorney, which is good. That's good. That's a good thing. And they go back March 19th. And hopefully it gets dropped because this is some bullshit. Shouldn't even be going on in the first place. Like they're in the courthouse. She's trying to attend a court date. I don't think that she should be arrested for trying, or, be arraigned for trying to attend a court date. Care Bear, let's see here. Member for 9 months. Sorry I'm late, but doing my drive-in. By check-in. Thank you. I appreciate that, love. Thank you much. Queen, I tagged you on Twitter with a clip. Okay, I'll go check it out real fast. I'll go check it out. Kate was arraigned from Troll Mafia for some ridiculousness. That's what I say anyways, but they're saying that she broke this protective order by going to a court date. Basically, she went in to go to a court date and because she walked in and sat there in the court date and listened, and someone was there who filed a protective order. They said that she was in there and that supposedly that broke the order. And the witness just so happens to be Turtle Boy, aka Aiden Kearney, whose court date they were there for. So tell me that isn't a coincidence. Sounds like it. But I'm glad she's got an attorney, you know, because this is ridiculous. So hopefully it gets thrown out or dropped. I mean, like I said, I could understand if she was out there, you know, cussing her out or talking smack to her, you know what I mean? Making a big deal, making a scene, something like that. But she wasn't. They said she sat in there in silent in the courtroom for 45 minutes watching the court date. So it's a big difference. That's a big damn difference. So you know, like I said, you can't tell me I still stand with Kate, because fuck that. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm hoping so, Stereophonics Mom. I'm really hoping so. Anyways, man, there's all kinds of stuff going on. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now. Did you guys? Okay, here we'll I don't know how Turtle Boy can be a witness. I really don't know. But when I read that at the bottom, I was like, are you kidding me? There's no fucking way. How can he even be a witness? I don't understand how he even. Here's the paperwork. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Victim 1 stated that she informed a state trooper present within the courthouse that she has an active harassment prevention order against Peter. Victim 1 stated that the trooper informed Peter she needed to leave the premises immediately. Right? Okay, so the trooper so victim goes and tells the trooper, hey, I have an order of protection against this person. She's in here. Supposedly or allegedly, the state trooper goes and says, hey, you have to leave. Yeah, and so they say you have to leave the premises immediately. All right, so on this report, Victim 1 stated that Peter initially left the premises but returned. So they're stating that allegedly she left the premises when she was told by the state trooper, but she returned and was also in the courtroom observing the arraignment, and she observed Peter enter and remain seated for the duration of the arraignment. Victim 1 stated that she had recently had the harassment prevention order extended on 8/23/2023. And Peter had attended this court date and was notified of the order's active status. But notice how it says that allegedly the state trooper asked her to leave the premises immediately. But she returned and sat in the courtroom for 45 minutes watching an arraignment, and nothing was said to her. Nothing. Supposedly this trooper didn't say anything. Nobody removed her. Nothing. So that doesn't really make too much sense to me. Also, at the bottom of this, let me see here. At approximately 10:15, I contacted the North Attleboro Police Department, as that is the town in which Peter's address is located, according to the RMV's records, along with the address listed. Okay, hold on. Let me go down here real quick. Okay. Down here, I left a voicemail identifying myself as Stoughton police officer, the department's phone number and purpose for the call being in regards to an incident that occurred on the Stoughton District Court. I will be charging and summoning Peter for violating an active harassment order on October 25th, 2023. At approximately 7:15 a.m., Victim 1 contacted me via department's telephone line. Victim 1 informed me of a witness, Aiden Kearney, who will be referred to as Witness 1. Victim 1 provided me with Witness 1's contact information. I contacted Witness via the department's telephone line at approximately 7:25. Sorry, my little one popped in real quick. Sorry about that. So, anyways, she's on the mend, but not 100% yet. She's getting better though. Let's see here. So it says, I asked Witness 1 what he observed on the date in question. Between Victim 1 and Peter, who I stated that he observed. Okay, so Witness 1 stated that he observed Peter look directly at the victim in the courtroom. Witness 1 stated that Peter was seated in the courtroom approximately 15 feet away from the Victim 1 for approximately 45 minutes. So basically they're saying that she sat next to her for 45 minutes and that he's seen her look her in the eye one time. But how ridiculous, how much of a coincidence is it that Aiden is the witness? Ain't that crazy as hell that they're fucking letting him be the witness of all people? That's why I said hopefully the shit gets thrown out. Yeah, this is when it happened. She was arraigned today. And she goes back to court March. The incident happened in October. Yes, October 2023. Stereophonics Mom, that's when it happened. That's when the incident took place. Yes. She was arraigned this morning. And she goes back, I think what they say, March 12th. Is that what they said on what Tom just said? Hell, I don't remember. I think it should be dropped, honestly. I don't think that it should be. I don't think she should. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, though. So that's just my opinion. And listen to this, just for some laughs for good measure. JP made another video, so we'll check that out real quick because It is funny as hell, as always. She has the absolutely hands down the funniest videos right now. Like, if you need a good laugh, you really need to go watch this. So here's her link. This is JP. Make sure you guys sub up to her. Go make sure you give her a like and the view because she's funny as hell. All right, here we go.
Hey, hey, hey. I just had to come live to clear something up, okay? There's so many people running around these streets saying that I am now a Betty supporter. Everybody is saying that I think that the lawsuit is just the best thing in the world and that Betty is going to win and that Betty's just the best person. No, I never said that. What I said was that Betty's reason for the lawsuit is not frivolous, but the lawsuit is frivolous. That's what I said. I didn't say that I was a Betty lover, okay? I can't even believe that I have to sit here and stick up for Betty. Everybody's saying that I'm inserting myself into this. Well, what's Burnt Toast doing? Is she inserting herself? Is she sticking her nose in where it doesn't belong?
I'm done.
Is she sitting there reading off court documents? Yeah.
I am fucking done. Yes, that shit is hilarious, man. She fucking nails it, dude. JP does the best impression I think I've ever seen anybody do of Laura. Like, hands down, for real. She is fucking hilarious, man.
Yes, she is. So why can't I? Oh, I know why. Because it's me. If it was anybody else, it would be perfectly fine. If I was a Queen Bee supporter, it would be okay. But because I see Betty's side of things, it's not okay. And I'm going to be attacked. Well, guess what? I don't fucking care what you people say. I am not a Betty supporter. I'm a Queen Bee hater. That's where the difference is. Fuck. I know, exactly. Like, why can't you see the difference? Why can't you see the difference? I wouldn't even be talking about this if I just didn't hate Queen Bee. If I didn't have a problem with Queen Bee, I wouldn't even be talking about this. That's the only reason I'm talking about this, is because I hate Queen Bee.
Nailed it.
And I can't keep her name out of my mouth.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I know, exactly. See, Crystal gets it. Crystal gets it. Oh, hey, Willow.
Ah, dead.
Right. Okay, Willow. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go on to that aspect of it. Yeah. Why does Queen Bee get to raise so much money? Why does she get to go buy a new car? Where's Betty's new car? Why isn't Betty raising money?
I wish I could get a new car. Fuck.
Oh, I know, because Betty is being legit. Betty has an actual lawsuit. Betty knows what she's doing. That's why.
I'm done.
I know.
I am fucking done. That fucking...
Yeah, I know, and I agree too. But that's it. I just wanted to come live and let everybody know that I am not a Betty supporter, that I am just a Queen Bee hater. And so everybody over there in her side chat can just shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. God. This is why I'm so glad that I'm not over there as one of her subs, because all they do is just go along with whatever she says, because she's the queen. She's the queen of YouTube. I know. Well, half of them, I think, were dropped on their fucking heads anyway. So, yeah. I mean, it's just constant hypocrisy.
so fucking
I know.
Laura, you guys. Oh
I know.
my
I
God,
should calm
she
down.
fucking
You're right.
nailed
I
it.
should. I'm calm though. I'm calm. So, I mean, I'm fine. I just wanted to come live and say that and clear that up. But that's it. So I'll be live later tonight, and we're gonna go over some new stuff with the 3 guys in Kansas City. I know we've been doing that for 6 weeks, but
Oh
we're just
my
gonna
God.
continue to do it. Okay. All right.
She
So
fucking
you
nails it.
people have a beautiful day, and I will see you later.
She does the fucking best impressions ever. Like, she fucking nails it every single time. She's like, because I just can't keep Queen Bee out of my mouth. So fucking true. Okay, so this is JP. Here's her link. I'll put it in the chat again. Some of the girls are dropping it as well. Make sure you guys go sub up to her. She does a lot of parody videos in there. Funny as hell. If you need a good fucking laugh or just a quick laugh, man, she has some good ones in there. She makes some funny ones, man. I'll tell you what. She, please go sit down. And then she called Willow out. I fucking died. I lost it. I fell out with that one. I'm like, oh, fuck. No, she did not. She just called Willow out. I said, oh, shit. That's it. That's it. Hey, Voices, what's up? You doing all right? I just got out of the pool, headed to get a chocolate Elvis. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, Gary. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're having a good day. Let's see here. I had to fly to the powder room. Shit. Willow and Crystal, that shit cracked me the fuck up. She does it like when she'll every once in a while, she'll throw True Texan in there too. She's like, I know, True Texan. I know. I fucking laugh every time, man. That shit fucking cracks me up. She does the absolute best impression I think I've ever seen of somebody do of Laura on here. She nails it. Nails it. Then you guys, okay, listen. We'll keep it moving here. We'll keep it moving right on down the line. So listen to this shit here. Paperclip Tina is no longer a turtle. Paperclip Tina is no longer a turtle. She is a tiger. She is a little kitten tiger. Meow cat. She's loving up on Ernie's show. She is just on it. I was like, well, you're not a turtle no more? Nope, not a turtle no more. Not even a little bit. I found that kind of interesting. She said she is 100% back in Ernie's shell right now. Which, good for her. Do your thing. Do your thing, girl. So yeah, as far as the Scientology stuff goes, we haven't really talked about it too much. But they've been having some things go on. I guess they had another attack happen. Some sort of attack. Some guy ran out and grabbed this. He asked, I guess, this homeless. Supposedly it was a homeless man, but he came out and asked that Chris. Let me go see. Not Chris with the Hellcat. It's Chris. Let me see here. Oh, dang it. Anyhow, I think it was him and him and another Chris. I can't think of his name, but they were attacked. Anyhow, they had a guy come up and ask them to use their phone, and they said no because they were like recording, and they were recording, and I guess the guy tried to grab the phone and run off, and it dropped. I think they ended up getting the phone back, but he had like a knot on his head, and then they called in and called the police on him. He got jumped looking for his phone. So it shows it on the screen, like it shows it like him having some trouble, but it doesn't like show him getting jumped, but it says Chris jumped looking for his phone.
Yeah, I just got it back today.
It was like what, a week or two?
Yes, bro. I was gone for a week. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. So we're here at the Blue Building, and Confident Chris just got punched in the face.
That's his name, Confident Chris. Confident Chris. So yeah, a homeless guy, I guess, came up and asked him to use his phone. He was like, "Nah, bro, I'm recording. I'm on a live stream, man. I can't let you use it right now." And dude snatched the phone and took off running. At the same time, the Scientology people called the police on the kids out there, standing out there. And then also, there's also a Leah Remini, Leah Remini, Romani Remini, however you say her last, however you pronounce it. She dropped some more court docs today. So we'll talk about that too when we get a chance.
And you guys who don't know, yeah, he was right here on Fountain and
Edgemont.
This is near the Blue Building location on I-100 Way. He got attacked by a man asking him for $1. He didn't want to give him $1, and he asked him for his phone. Didn't want to give his phone, so homeless guy, let off some action on him. We about to go find out where the phone is and where the homeless guy is.
Imagine that's him, bro.
No.
That's Sea Org staff. Excuse me, sir. I would like to join Scientology. Excuse me, sir. Can I join Scientology?
Excuse me, sir.
Can I join Scientology?
Excuse me, sir. Are you a Ohio member? Piece of shit.
Nah.
Sorry. Anyway, I just came from Jessica Live. Nice. Okay, well, we're over here. Looking around. Was he live streaming the whole incident? Yeah.
He live streamed the whole thing, bro.
And it ended as soon as the phone fell. So from the video that we were watching from Chris's perspective, he passed by this location right here.
Yeah, he passed by right here.
Yeah, so I was waiting on them to. I thought they were showing where he was hit or whatever. Because his phone goes in like a little water thing like this.
I mean, it still rings, so I have a feeling that guy took it.
Yeah, see, they're calling it. They're actively looking for the phone because that guy took off. I think they thought he took off with the phone, but it was still ringing when they were calling it. So
It was right around here. Oh my God, bro. Nah, that guy took it for sure, man. That guy took it for sure. Because if you watch the end of his stream, he's asking him like, "Hey, you got a phone, right?" He was trying to jump him. He probably didn't even want the $1. He took the phone, bro. It has to be. Because I'm thinking about it. He didn't even want the $1, bro.
Yeah, so he kept saying, you want the $1, or whatever. What up, Biddy? Ask your bartender, where the fuck you been at, Biddy? Where you been hiding at? Popping in here like that. What up, Gab?
You're just trying to jump him from the start. You know?
So they think, anyhow, these people, Aaron and all them, and Down the Rabbit Hole's been covering it too. They all think it was basically like a setup. They think that they sent somebody out there like they did with the dog when the dog attacked him and he hit him with that cane. You know, they're thinking that the Scientology people sent him out there to go ask him for $1 and then take his phone so he wasn't recording them because, you know, their people can't leave the building, or they're all scared to leave the building and go home, and they're all scared to leave because they got cameras and shit out there and they're being followed and stuff like that. So, of course, they're all pissed, you know. They're not very happy right now with this. We're watching these Scientology kids that are recording. They get this guy comes up and tries to attack them they're actually looking for the phone that fell, but and talking about it because they can't find his phone. I think they end up finding it like deep in the water, like down in the ditch.
No.
But they're protesting the Scientology buildings. These kids are. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say kids. Maybe, I mean, I guess they are like older teens, but see, I said last time, see you fucking around, you guys, and they doxed the police officers. They read off their badge numbers and they doxed the hell out of the police officers. So for the LAPD, I was like, you guys got to be careful doing that kind of shit, because next time you call for help, they're going to be like, well, sorry, or they're going to take their sweet ass time getting out there. Shit. Hold on. It flew out when he got punched. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know that guy asked him for $1 or whatever, and he's like, no, and he's like, you got a phone? He's like, well, I'm streaming on it, and dude beat his, like, he punched him hard as hell, and the phone went flying. I'll go see if I can find it real quick and show y'all.
Cause he came from across the street. I'm gonna give up on the phone. I'm gonna start looking for cameras, cause somebody here must have gotten the cameras, bro. There's a Ring camera right there. So maybe we can ask the owner for that. Yeah, there's a Ring camera. So this one, they have a camera. I mean, you can't really see much with it, but.
All right, ready? Here, I'm going to switch you over and show you. Okay, so here's this dude. So it says Confidence Chris, right? So he's walking down the street here. I'll rewind it just a tidbit because it's like the last 2 minutes. So okay, so anyhow, this kid right here, he gets attacked. Watch him. You'll see the phone go flying. All right, ready?
I guess more content, right? I guess.
Mind you, all these kids they're all protesting. This Confident Chris and all these kids is Aaron's got, like 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers or something like that. Some insane amount of subscribers. Growing up in Scientology is his channel. So anyhow, Jessica Palmadessa, Streets of LA. I think it's like Streets of LA or something like that. They all protest, all of them. They're all protesting Scientology right now, and it's like a big thing. They're having them, joining this movement and making a movement, I guess you could say, and they're just, really taking a stand against this Scientology, and they've been out here, filming it and doing all kinds of different things. And Every time the LAPD gets called or they'll call the police on them, they'll actually read off their numbers and their badge numbers. 9 times out of 10, they find that these police officers are actually Scientologists as well, or that they work for Scientology on their spare or on their days off. They work for Scientologists. So, or they are in Scientology. So, yeah, this place is like, there's a lot of people who are into Scientology here. So they think that a lot of this stuff that's going on with them, they're being set up, which they very well might be. Shit, I don't know. But here's this one kid right here. He's about to get hit. You'll see the phone go flying. All right, here we go.
Scientologist call.
One more thing. So he's walking down the street and you guys will hear him. The guy says something and he's like, man, I ain't got it. And he's like, come on, man. And you hear him say that like right to Chris, and then you'll see what happens. Let me see here. Happy Life member for 8 months. Thanks, Queen Matacha. Appreciate that, love. Thank you.
Scientologist call Chris for ducky hunting.
Oh, thank you, Julie. She gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. Thank you. If you guys got one, make sure you tell Julie thank you. That's sweet of you, love.
Plus, I say it every day too. That's the funny thing, man. Thank you for the $10. It's still Lacey Roush. Thank you for that. Still, I thought it was a new one. Hold on.
All right, you'll hear. Let me see where we at. Okay, it's coming up here in a second.
Can't get over that call.
Listen.
Yeah, I know. Damn, bro. There we go. What the hell is going on with this camera? There we go.
All right, this guy comes from
look at
across the
that.
street.
Almost on Liz Squish. Liz for me. Doug Collar. Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all heard him. He said, hey, bro, you got some change? Ghost of Sinners Past is a new member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, love. Stereophonics man. They talked. Hold on. They stalked mentally and emotionally tortured my nephew before he was murdered in Clearwater. I have very strong opinions about them. I don't know who you're talking about, but that's really sad, and I'm really sorry that happened to your nephew.
I don't, man. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I don't, bro. If
you
I
got
did,
like $2 on you.
I don't.
Please.
I don't, bro. If I did, I'll give them to you. But I
You
don't.
should.
You should too, man.
Please,
But
man.
I don't got.
He starts in. You see how he's doing. You should. You got $2, man. Come on, give me $2, man. You should have it. You should. Come on, man. Out here being a fucking little shithead beggar.
Cold out here.
I know, bro. I'm out here
just trying to get something to eat, man.
Me too, bro. I don't got.
You got
anything.
$1, man.
I
please.
don't, bro. I don't.
Oh. You sure?
I'm
Trying to jump and
1,000%
watch.
sure, or else
You
it
got
would.
$1, bro.
I don't, bro.
What you doing on that? You got the phone. You got phone, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, see, can I borrow it?
Nah, you can't. I'm sorry.
I just need to call somebody, man. Please, just hold it out here. Can you help me out?
I can't right now.
See? Did you just see him? He whacked his ass from behind. Did you just see that shit? That motherfucker just whacked his ass from behind, y'all. Straight up. Not giving a fuck. He just whacked him from behind. Look at that. Look at this. Just walking along. Talking about, you got $1? You got $1? He said, no. He said, come on, man. You ain't got no dollar. He said, oh, but you got a phone, huh? You got a phone, huh? He said, yeah, I got my phone. And then he turns around and hits his ass hard than a motherfucker from behind. And all you see is him go face first. It's fucking horrible. This little bastard. Listen, look.
Somebody, man.
I need to call somebody, man. Weak ass bitch.
Can you help me out?
I can't right now.
What you doing on there? You got the phone. You got a phone, right?
He said, what you doing on there? What you doing on there? Hold on. You got a phone? Hold on, man. Tries to stop him and stalk his ass down. First he wanted $1, then he wanted $2, then he wanted $1. Now he wants the phone. What the hell? He just talking to him, trying to be cool, trying to walk back to his fucking car. Attacked out of nowhere, straight from behind. Well, watch his face. He don't even see the shit coming, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, see, can I borrow it?
Nah, you can't. I'm sorry.
I just need to call somebody, man. Please, just hold it out here. Can you help me out?
I can't right now.
See, that's foul than a motherfucker right there. Foul than a motherfucker. And he didn't have no other fucking way to try to call nobody. Fucking thank God somebody got a hold of him and the phone went flying down. And but he didn't take his money. He didn't take anything from him. He didn't rob him. He didn't take the phone, nothing. So you can't tell me that this wasn't, they said this, they think this is a setup. I said, yeah, I think it is too, because otherwise he would have taken something. He would have at least taken that fucking phone. You know what I mean? But yeah, he just walking along, having an old boy just walks right up to him and starts trying to have a conversation with him, asking him for $1. Give me $1. Give me $1. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Give me $1. I'm just cold. I'm wet. I'm hungry. And then whacks his ass from behind. Put fucking bitch.
I thought it was a viewer.
Little bitch. Little bitch. Can't believe he tried to do that.
Oh, yeah.
$2 on you, good.
I don't, man. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I don't, bro. If
You
I
got
did.
like, you got some change?
Doug Caller. Oh, yeah.
You got some change?
I don't, man. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I don't, bro. If
You
I
got
did.
like $2 on you, good.
I don't.
Please.
I don't, bro. If I did, I'll give them to you. But I
You
don't.
should.
You should too, man.
Please,
But
man.
I don't
It's
got
cold
no.
out here.
I know, bro. I'm out
I'm
here
just trying
too.
to get something to eat, man.
Me too, bro. I don't
You
got.
got $1, man.
I
Please.
don't, bro.
Now, how weird is that? And these guys be out here every day. These guys be out here every single day. You know, they protest every day. So they know they're out there. Oh, thank you so much for the Cash App, baby love. And the PayPal love. I see you girls. Thank you. You guys are so fucking sweet. You guys are so, look. You guys are so fucking good to me all the time. I appreciate you guys, and I want you to know I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm going to have a bitch in her feelings today. You're going to have a bitch in her feelings today. Oh, Yeah, so yeah, anyhow, this, you guys, you're so, like I said, I'm so grateful. Y'all, the real MVPs here. Julie, member for 8 months. Sounds like a setup to me. Love you guys. We love you too, baby. I'm glad you're in here. Look at this Erie Sunset member for 5 months. Thanks for always keeping it real. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for showing some love. Thank you for being a member. All right, here we go. Ready?
Bro, I don't.
Oh, bro. You sure?
I'm 1,000% sure, or else
You
it
got
was.
$1, bro.
I don't, bro.
What you doing on that? You got the phone.
He tries to tell him. He said, I don't, bro. Look, I don't. He said, I'm cold as hell and wet. I'm out here. He said, shit, I'm cold and wet. I'm out here too. Fuck, I'm out here walking in the cold and the rain too. What you mean? Shit, he tried to tell him. You ain't the only one out here walking in the cold and in the rain. What the hell?
Sir.
Let me see. Can I borrow it?
No, you can't. I'm sorry.
I need to call somebody, man. Please. It's cold out here. Can you hand put me up?
I can't right now.
See, all you hear is the water running over it. You hear the water running over it? Yeah, you can you hear the water running over his phone? It's saying in the ditch. That's what they was looking for. See how it's running like that? The water's running over the phone. After he got attacked, the phone went flying. You can hear the water going over it. So that's what the boys over here were looking for. They was out here where he got hit. They were out here where he got hit from behind. They was out here looking for it to see if it went flying in that water because it was out here. Well, they ended up finding it. Let me go over here to this one too, because one of the girls went down to the hospital with him. Let me see. Her name's Jessica Palmadessa. She usually goes around with them protesting and stuff too. She's been out there protesting for a while. So here she goes right here. It says Chris gets assaulted right here.
Guys, we're at the hospital, but we have to, evidently we can't film. They're trying to say, so I'm going to film out of my pocket, just FYI. But yeah, Chris was assaulted. Now we're at the hospital. Got here as fast as I could. He was picked up. He's at the blue building.
So they tell her she's not supposed to have her camera in here. She's not supposed to have it. So she slides it in her pocket. Now listen.
He was picked up by an ambulance.
Oh, so he didn't come through here?
No.
When you get there, tell him the name.
Okay.
I think I have his full legal name. You can do it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, just in case.
Yeah.
Please.
Keep going.
I just see if it's trying to watch it back now. I don't like sitting in hospital chairs. They gross me out. I don't know if we sat in there before. I'd rather sit on the floor.
Last name inside.
I don't know. I think they blocked it out where she's not allowed to, because I thought she showed him on here when she was talking to him, but I guess I could be wrong. Maybe she wasn't. So anyhow, these guys are still looking for the phone. Meanwhile, they're out here searching for their buddy's fucking phone.
I wonder if there's any cars with dash cams around here.
And they're
'Cause then we
looking.
could ask the owners for the footage. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out
Does
how
this
to
one have
get
a
the
dash
footage
cam?
of what happened as well, because nobody else was with him, and all you can see is him pushing from behind. So they requested the body cam footage too, I think, from the hospital. I mean, I could be wrong too on
dash
that,
cam.
but
There's only one Ring doorbell and it's facing like a bunch of bushes. So can he use the Find My iPhone? He absolutely could, but Chris is currently in the hospital and they're not allowing people to go inside to see him. So we can't. It's pointless. Nobody called the police. So somebody said that in the chat. So guys, LAPD did show up. They were at the hospital taking a report, but they're not going to do anything. You already know LAPD doesn't care. Nah, man, phone's gone. So it's fruitless. Any gutters? Nah, guys, the phone will be dead by then. This is a backup. This is a backup by OSA. OSA employees CCHR and Russ Andrews to do this to those dirty ops. They outsource thugs to hunt people. Yep. Thank you. He dropped the umbrella too? Hey, that's low-key facts. Where would the umbrella go unless that fucking bomb took it? It was a setup, bro. 110%, bro. Cause yeah, I think he passed by this tree. How did the live stream get posted? Huh? Yeah. So guys, YouTube, when the stream ends, it's automatically posted. So that's why it was posted.
yeah, that's why with Chris's it was automatically posted. Now here's this little update from.
But yeah. So I saw Chris. He's okay. He's doing okay. Covering. Saw Aaron, from growing up in Scientology, and Jenna. They were both down here. We all hung out for a bit. Supported Chris. At Serge's house. PO box is legit. Jesse.
So all in all, he's doing okay. I mean, he whacked him, got him from behind pretty good. But other than that, he lost his phone. They ended up getting it back. It was like wet and like messed up, but they got it back. Short version is they got it. So that's all there is to it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much all there was to that. It was really shitty that happened. And I mean, they filed a report, but there ain't really much else that you can do, honestly, they don't really care about that kind of shit. And then so anyhow they were back protesting back out there again. So they have people there's people in Portland, there's people in LA, there's people everywhere. Like they have they're protesting the Scientology buildings, and I just think they're getting tired of it. But their little tactics are shitty because they keep calling the cops on all these kids and these protesters nonstop. The Scientologists hate it. Oh, he never did? Okay, see, I thought he did. He never got it back. He started a GoFundMe or something because he had staples in his head and lost a tooth. See, I didn't see his phone. I thought they said they found his phone because the boys, they found a phone then. Maybe it wasn't his, but they found one. Let's see.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sir, hello. Sir. Excuse me, sir. The guy with the broom. I know you could hear me. A guy with the broom. Do you guys have cameras facing Edgemont? My friend just got beat up. Do you guys have cameras? Okay. I mean, I understand why he doesn't want to talk to me, but... Excuse me, sir. Guy with the broom. I know you could hear me. Hey, excuse me, bro. Dude, I guess I'm gonna start. Do you guys have... Yeah, all right. I'm trying to look for cameras.
He's like deliberately trying to avoid him. He's like, shit, I want nothing to do with that. What the hell? And they're like, nope, we want nothing, absolutely nothing to do with this. I don't know. It's been pouring down rain, and they've been for like a week, and they've been going out there. They're like, they're staying strong, man. They're not, they're definitely not stopping. They didn't take no breaks, that's for sure. They've been out here walking around this whole time, and it's been pouring down rain pretty much this whole time they've been out here.
We're not here.
So guys, the reason we can't track the phone yet is because this is so recent. The hospital is not letting anybody into the building. So I think we should stand right there by the gate. So Chris's phone was broken from the back from last night, from the last fight. Hold on. So it fell in the water, probably stopped working. Yeah. I mean, iPhones are, I don't know. He had an iPhone 14, so I feel like it put up a fight.
iPhone 13 and lower. That's why.
Blue Lives Matter. Dude, this is fair. Yeah, they're getting desperate because I've had people following me.
That one's trippy, bro.
And they're blasting that music. Blue Lives Matter. They want to blast music, guys.
Oh, on WhatsApp, you can see. Oh, that's true.
What?
On WhatsApp, you get to see how close the phone is to you.
Oh, shoot.
I forgot about
Blue Lives Matter.
Text the account, see if the message goes blue.
Blue Lives Matter. You gotta let them know. I'm gonna start wearing a Blue Lives Matter t-shirt so they can't tell people that we're anti-police. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to the hospital. Because guys, they called the cops on Chris like minutes before he got, or like it was like a while before he got beat up.
Literally like 10 minutes, bro. 10 minutes before the whole issue, the cops pulled up on him talking about that they called in saying that
A welfare check. They wanted, yeah, the Scientologist called the cops and said, you guys need to do a welfare check on this guy because he keeps referring to us as duckies and he needs mental health, like a mental health check.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, they're getting desperate.
Why are they playing music in this weather? Even in the rain in the late night.
Yep.
Dude, how's Chris?
Yeah, so this is what they've been. Scientologists, they've been protesting this Scientologist building for a while. I thought they said they found the phone. Maybe, like I said, maybe I misunderstood what they said.
In Florida is better than AOLA. If you
That's a
want to
big
do
look. That's a big fucking building. Look at that. Look, that's huge.
good auditing, go to the Flag in Clearwater. It's better than the AOLA. Oh, I got you right there. I got you leaving. Flag in Florida is better than AOLA. I gotta let them know, guys. Scientology's getting desperate, and they're all sleeping right there. Yeah, no, that guy, he wasn't.
And you guys know what? Anybody else in here that knows Doug? Doug, no thanks. Doug Hutton. He has been out here protesting with these guys. Anytime anytime Aaron's out there, he's out there. Well, that's what's funny. He's out there streaming it. I'm like, oh shit. Having a JLR moment. Shit, speaking of, I can't believe he had 57K in his fucking chat. That just blows my mind. That's fucking insane. That's an insane amount of people for JLR. That's for sure. Shit, that could be scary. Keeping it real, you know. So anyhow, moving forward, let's see. I'm pretty sure the Harmony Montgomery, her dad's trial started today, right? Adam Montgomery. Today's the first day of the trial. Adam Montgomery. This is the little girl Harmony. What's up, Cap?
Hey girl, what's up?
What are you doing, baby doll? Moving on to, I was just talking about Scientology. Now I'm talking about Adam Montgomery's. You know, his trial starts today, so.
Oh, that was
You should be. The little one with the glasses, the little girl, she had glasses. She was super cute. Let me go. I'll go pull her picture so you can see it. But his daughter, when it came up missing, and I believe they found her. I think it was in I want to say the freezer, maybe.
Oh Jesus. Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Did he have a bunch of tattoos all over his face?
No. Okay, here. This is him.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
So he's got a couple on his neck, one on his eye up there, but not a bunch, I would say, you know.
No, the one I'm thinking of, like, had the wife involved too.
Okay, her body has not been found. I thought they took the freezer, but her body wasn't found in it. They just took it out of the house.
Oh, okay.
Because it says to this day, her body has not been found. That's what it says right here in this article. Yeah, Harmony Montgomery disappeared in 2019, but police didn't know that she was missing until 2 years later. Police later determined she had been killed. Her body has not been found.
Wait, wait a minute. She was the one where it was her and her sister. Was this? And they were in a really small town, right? God, it's so sad that there's so many. It's so sad that there's so many tragedies that I can't pinpoint it. Like, that have like seen so many stories that are like so messed up like this.
Here, let's see.
Okay.
I think this one will play.
Oh, never mind. I know exactly who you're talking about now. I know. Never mind.
You got it?
I do. She was so sweet and so cute looking, and yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she's a little sweetheart. She's such a cutie. She's got the little glasses, blonde hair.
Yeah. And the mom, he had custody, and the mom.
What does that tell you?
Yes, mom was in rehab, I think.
Well, that's
Yeah, and she was like the one, like, "Where's my kid?" You know what I mean? Like,
looking at in the disappearance of Harmony on another count. However, these counts are directly.
and stepmom got locked up temporarily for a little bit too, but it was for
I
like
think
something
stepmom's the one
else.
that told. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
stepmom's the one that told. I think I could be wrong, but
I want to say she was pulled in on like unrelated charges, like some fraud charges, and they questioned her about him, and she cooperated. I think something like that, but I know who exactly you're talking about now, though. Such a cute.
I think
girl.
she did like a proffer letter where she told parts of it so that she could have a lesser sentence.
Right.
The burden of proof and reasonable doubt. Now I've addressed what you.
Now Adam's trial started today. This is day number 1 of his trial.
Okay.
So stepmom flipped, but Allie said food stamp fraud. Is that what she was arrested for, or what?
I was gonna say EBT fraud, and I wasn't totally positive about it, so I wanted to save that for myself. And okay, yeah, that I must be right then.
Oh, okay.
EBT fraud, and then she got like, but didn't she get questioned and like about this though? Like, because I remember her arrest being unrelated, but I just felt like she cooperated. I don't know, maybe she didn't.
I don't know. I think a lot of information came from her.
Right, and yeah, the mom didn't have custody, but she was like, nobody's seen or heard from my kid in 2 years. Like, where the hell is she? You know, and she's the one who like put heat on him. You know?
Yep.
That's so scary. So sad.
It is, because it seems like dad flew into a fit of rage or didn't have dope or something, and something happened, you know?
Something obviously happened, yeah. And just, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Sad as hell.
No excuse for that shit.
I'll play this for a minute. I don't know how long it is, but it's...
Okay.
Damn, they're quiet. I mean, what? Oh, here's the opening. Here's the...
When everybody's ready, we'll get on the bus and we'll go for the view. Then depending on...
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was going to say they're getting on... so this is them talking about their field trip to the places. If you're, you know, that's what they talk about.
What time it is after that and other circumstances will determine whether opening statements will be this afternoon after the view or whether they'll be tomorrow. Okay, so listen carefully to this instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to begin this case with a view. We will be traveling to several locations within the city of Manchester to observe certain areas you will be hearing testimony about. The purpose of the view is to make the testimony you will hear more understandable. If you have the opportunity to look at a scene, the testimony may make more sense to you. Your obligation on the view is to look as carefully as you can and to remember what you see as well as you can. You may not ask questions. You may not take any notes or measurements. You should look carefully at what the lawyers will be pointing out to you. What you see on the view is evidence in this case. Please stay as close together as possible so that you will all be viewing the scene from approximately...
Oh, did you see this? Frustrated Looker says, you will see just a bit ago he pleads guilty to 2 of the charges. So he stops the trial and pleads guilty?
Wow.
Hold on. Made it home. This is such a sad case. I'm glad you made it home. Yeah, it is. So he stopped the trial and just pled guilty or what?
I don't know. But Truth Hurts and Karma's a Bitch in the chat said her arrest was related. It was because she was claiming Harmony on her EBT. And so that they pulled her in as well. So they were able to question her, obviously. So she, yeah. Okay.
And to remember what you see as well as you can. You may not.
All right.
Not ask questions. You may not take any notes or measurements. You should look carefully at what the lawyers will be pointing out to you. What you see on the view is evidence in this case. Please stay as close together as possible so that you will all be viewing the scene from approximately the same perspective. If you cannot hear or see, please call that to my attention or to the attention of one of our court officers. After the view is completed, you may not revisit the scenes on your own during trial. Also, you may not engage in any discussion among yourselves or with anyone else concerning what you see at the view. As you know, you are not to talk with each other or with anyone else about the case until the end of the trial when you are conducting your deliberations. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, counsel will have the opportunity to make their preview statements to you concerning what they expect you will be seeing on the view. Yes, you may.
But he tells him you're not going to go into any buildings. You won't be going into any places. You'll just be looking on the outside. We'll just be pulling up and looking on the outside from the outside looking in, you know? That's just what it is.
What we're going to do, first of all, since it's my first opportunity to talk to you as the jury, Big J, as opposed to Little J, let me thank you again for your time that you're going to be putting forward not only today but throughout the trial. It's very important, both to society, to the government, to the citizens, and it is very, very much appreciated. The first part of your job, for the most part, is going to be taking place in this room. The vast majority of it dealing with the witnesses and the exhibits that you see. But as you just heard from Judge Messer, another part is going to be the view. This is evidence, what you're going to see today. It is going to be work on the view. You're going to have to walk around the 2 different locations, and the rest of them will require you to look out the windows of a bus to be able to take into account the neighborhoods that you were in. I'm going to explain every place that we're going to go in just a moment, and the defense counsel will also have that same opportunity. Together,
can you guys hear this?
We are going to see where this happened. You're going to get to see the same places, the
hear it.
same locations in person that you are later on going to see and hear evidence at trial. And you've already heard, again, Judge Messer's instruction. You should consider today's view to be like evidence. In a few minutes, we are going to get on a bus, maybe about now, and we're going to see a couple different locations in Manchester. In some ways, it's going to be the beginning of a journey that you will likely never forget. This is also the last journey that Harmony Montgomery took while she was alive and where her body went afterwards. It's a journey that's into the actions of the defendant on that day and the days forward. We're going to drive by places where Harmony was first assaulted, where she was later killed, where she was later consolidated and crushed. And then finally, the different other locations of where the defendant had her in the safe. What you are going to see today is part of the evidence. Some of the locations that we're going to drive by, we are just going to pass by in the bus for a minute, and the bus is going to pull over to the side of the road. So you have an opportunity to look at that location, take in the surroundings. And on 2 of the locations, we will physically get out. One will be a parking lot, and the other one will be an intersection. We will not be going into any residences. Later on, you're going to hear testimony about different homes. We may be driving by an apartment complex today, but we will not be going inside in the actual rooms where Harmony was, or where Harmony later was kept. So we will be outside for the 2 times that we get out of the bus. So before we do that, I want to kind of start at the beginning. The first place that we're going to go to, and this is Miss Johnson, forget my art skills, high school. We're going to start at the courthouse. And the first place that we're going to go to is we're going to go down past Elm Street. Definitely not to scale. We're going to come across Merrimack, and we're going to go up here on Market.
Basically, they're going to drive him past the methadone clinic. They're going to drive him past the house that they were staying in and drive him past another house that they found evidence and things like that in, right? I'm pretty sure that's what they do.
That's what I think. Yeah.
You know. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Thank Pink, member for 6 months, says this coward is going to throw Kayla under the bus. He pled 2 of 4 charges. He pled that he pled that he abused a corpse. Wow.
Oh my God.
What a piece of shit. Wow. Let's see. Truth hurts and karma's a bitch. Okay. I saw something the other day that sounded like Kayla's going to testify against Adam. I can't remember exactly what it was said though, but that's what I recall getting from it. You know what? It makes me wonder. It really does. You know, Kayla, I mean, honestly, she should have been told. She should have been told on him. She should have been fucking flipped on his ass, you know? But it is what it is. She obviously thought she was in love or that she was going to get more, you know, more time that she didn't want. Shorty, member for 8 months. Thank you for all you do, QB. Love being here. Thank you, Shorty. I love having you here, baby. Yeah, she did flip. I'm just saying I figured she would have flipped way sooner than she did. Her story was horrible. See, I've never went over her whole story. Maybe we should go over it. I don't know. I don't even have the paperwork for it. Honestly, I wasn't planning on going over all this. I just knew today was the opening day. And then I know that Jennifer Crumbley was found guilty on all 4 charges. You know, that that case right there. Let me see. The dad's next. He'll be the one going up there next too, you know. This is one of the jurors too, I think. I think she's one of the jurors. Yeah, she is one of the jurors. Let's see here. So let's check this out this is for the Jennifer Crumbley case. Okay, you guys, we're switching over now from the Adam Montgomery. So we're talking about the Jennifer Crumbley, Ethan Crumbley, the school shooter. His mother was convicted on all 4 charges. So let me see here. Ange Carter, member for 14 months. My favorite hive to call home. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you being here, love. All right.
And this first of its kind trial is with us now. Alex, good morning to you. We're not mentioning your last name for your own privacy reasons. I have to say, to have you here, it's a privilege because what we ask jurors to do in this country is really, really difficult.
Very difficult.
To sit in judgment of their fellow citizen, and that is something that you and your fellow jurors did. What was it like in that courtroom, having that responsibility and delivering that verdict yesterday?
There was definitely a weight
I think anytime we entered the courtroom, there was an undeniable weight on us. We all took the responsibility that was put upon us seriously. And I'm just one of 12 that made a very difficult decision.
What was the evidence that swayed you in the end? You said it wasn't an easy decision. This wasn't a
Not
slam
easy
dunk.
at all. So speaking for myself, I know that each individual juror had their own opinion. This did this for one person, this convinced the other. For me, I just feel like Jennifer didn't separate her son from the gun enough to save those lives that day.
You felt she was the last person known to have had custody of the gun.
Yes.
And then somehow it ends up in his hands.
And I think the responsibility of securing the weapon then falls on her.
What about those text messages or journal entries or things that the jurors saw where it indicated that Ethan had asked for help and that his parents hadn't given him that help? Was that persuasive to you?
To me personally, it wasn't as impactful as the evidence of her having the gun. But I know for my fellow jurors that the notebook played a huge part.
Tell me about her testimony. It's Jennifer Crumbley took the stand in her own defense. She testified. What did you make of her on the witness stand?
At the time, I tried to take her as she gave herself. But once we went into deliberation, it became clear that she wasn't a super reliable witness in this case.
Do you think she helped herself on the stand or hurt herself? Would it have been better, in other words, if she hadn't testified at all?
We'll never know.
Yeah. You talked about her testimony. There was a point where she was asked, would you have done anything differently? And she said she wouldn't have. How did that strike you and the other jurors?
It was repeated a lot in the deliberation room. I think that it was very upsetting to hear. I think that there are many small things that could have been done to prevent this.
When you went back into the jury room, you're the jury foreperson,
I am.
Which is a big responsibility. And I should just mention again, there is no manual for jurors. Nobody tells jurors how to deliberate. So how did you handle it? And how was the jury immediately in agreement, or how did it play out?
Oh, I'm sure that room was probably a hot fucking mess. Because you try, you know what I mean? You try to put yourself in the position and be like, dang, if this was my kid, I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't want to have to be held responsible for his actions, even though, even though she did purchase the gun for him. I'm sure she was probably thinking like, I didn't think he was going to do this with it, or,
I wish that, because I remember this case, and I remember the parents being alerted to the fact that he had made threats of harm, right? And the school was aware also, and just let him go back to class. I really wish that the school was accountable in some way too, but at least for some of it, I don't know. It's pretty upsetting. I mean, obviously she has some responsibility. That's her. She bought her kid a weapon for his birthday or whatever. And I don't know, man. That's rough.
Yeah, really rough, man. For real.
So I took it more as a job of facilitation. I wanted to make sure that each and every juror, to the best of my ability, was heard and understood and made their point, and we heard their piece. And so that was the role that I took on as the foreperson. It was not immediately unanimous, and it was my responsibility to hear the concerns of those on either side and construct an argument either way.
Do you feel that the jurors wish they could have heard from Ethan Crumbley himself?
I'm not sure how much that would have helped or hurt.
All right, Alex, thank you so much for your civil service. Being a juror is not easy, and this was a very difficult case. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the
Yeah, I'm sure this was probably a hard fucking case.
Yeah. What happened to the dad? Is he being tried separately or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think it helped their case though that they ran and shit though either. Like, I feel like.
Well, from what they said, they went to their attorney's house or some fucking art place where their attorney told them to go, like one of their friends or something. That was, I guess they were sleeping on a mattress trying to, because they were being harassed at their house by the families of the victims and, you know, their friends and things like that.
Oh.
Which I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea, but.
Well, I mean, like they could probably go other places, like, you know, to obtain a safe house or whatever.
Voices, I did see that. I was gonna ask if you guys had seen it. AWP's back to searching again.
What?
Yes, girl. Yes.
You kidding me? Yep. That fucking guy. Oh my god.
Yes, ma'am.
Fucking Jared. Gross.
Like, well, that didn't last long, did it?
No.
Not at all, huh?
Fuck, man.
Shit, not even a little bit.
I swear to God. That's terrible.
She said yes, and Jared's fat again.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure he is, though. Shit, he's been sitting at home doing nothing, you know? See, okay, so The View had on here today, will Crumbley's verdict prevent future shootings? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know that it will. But the father here's this one with the
Oxford shooter will be at the center of the next trial in March. James Crumbley also charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Our Team 7 coverage continues now with 7 Action News reporter Brett Cast and the impact Jennifer Crumbley's conviction could have on her husband's case.
Well, all eyes have been on this case because of how unique it is and the precedent it could set. Attorneys I spoke with today said prosecutors across the country reviewing this case as a test run for charging parents in mass school shootings, with the second part of that test coming next month.
We find the defendant guilty of involuntary manslaughter.
A groundbreaking verdict 2 years in the making. Families watching on in court as parents and attorneys nationwide tuned in as well.
My mind was thinking I'm witnessing history.
I was a little surprised at the verdict. I thought maybe they were heading towards a not guilty.
Todd Russell Perkins and Michael Bellata are both attorneys based in Detroit. They say this case has wide-ranging implications.
We now have an example in the books of what it takes to prosecute a parent for the acts of their children in committing a school shooting.
That example will be put to the test again in less than a month, when Jennifer's husband, James, will face the same 4 charges of involuntary manslaughter.
I think what will come out in that case is that the father also bought the gun, that they may hold him more accountable.
While these attorneys both tuned into Jennifer's trial, they say you can bet James Crumbley's attorney was also watching and will likely learn from it, along with the prosecution, who will both use this trial to strengthen their cases.
Depends on who you ask. Some people think it's better for the prosecution. Some people think it's better for the defense.
But also possibly watching that trial and hearing the verdict, James Crumbley's future jurors.
That jury will be told by the judge that they cannot consider what happened in Jennifer Crumbley's case. They have to make their decision anew based on all the facts that they hear during their trial.
The real test is going to be, can you be fair? And that's easier said than done.
Perkins says James' attorney might request a change of venue or jurisdiction, or even approach the prosecutor with a plea. As for Jennifer, her case may not be over either. She will likely file an appeal, and Bellata says her attorney will focus on the shooter's text message, used as evidence he asked his parents for help, and they ignored him.
Statements that are made out of court that are offered for the truth are called hearsay, and there's sometimes exceptions to that rule, but in this case, I don't think there is an exception. So I think that is going to be a big issue on appeal, because those messages were, I think, very damning to Jennifer Crumbley.
Bellata says he fully expects that Jennifer's attorney will file an appeal within 10 days. It could then head to the Court of Appeals and the Michigan Supreme Court in a process that could take potentially 2 years. As for James Crumbley, his trial begins on March 5th. In Pontiac, I'm Brett Cast, 7 Action News.
Okay. And I think that that's kind of like why, like a big part of why they're making an example of his parents, I think, is because of the outcries of like threats of harm and please help me, you guys. Like, I think that that's a big part of it because that doesn't happen in all school shooter cases. You know what I mean? Like them like flat out asking their parents for help.
Right.
You know, that makes me sad for that kid, actually, dude. Like,
yeah, he was asking his mom and dad. His mom was too busy fucking around, cheating, fucking with some other guy, and the dad was too busy fucking around, you know, not giving two shits. So,
like the kid knew, like that, and that takes a I know how people feel about this kid, that he's a monster and shit, but he obviously knew there was something wrong with him, and that takes a lot of like courage to ask for help and then to be denied by the two people that are supposed to keep you the safest and supposed to help you. Like, just ignored and neglected. Like, that's so fucked up. It's so messed up. And I kind of feel like that's a big reason why that there's a big spotlight on these parents and not so much other parents. Because, like, that's like a total, like, actual receipts that you neglected your kid. You know, like, actual paper trail saying, like, hey, this kid was reaching out and you were off it. Wherever the fuck she was. Like, was it Home Depot or something? Some dude, I don't know. Anyways, I don't know the details of her extramarital affairs, but like that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, supposedly she had spent like $20,000 on some fucking horses or some bullshit like that. That she had like horses that she took care of or something, and she spent like close to $20,000 on them. And then she was, you know, sleeping with this other guy that whoever he was, I don't know what he was, just maybe like a fling or something. I don't know, but
I don't know where I got Home Depot from. I'm sorry. Some guy at Home Depot she's sleeping with. I don't know.
He might be from Home Depot. Who knows?
I don't know where the fuck I got that from, dude.
Shit, you probably heard it.
I don't know.
Home Depot, bitch. I'm done.
I don't know where I got that from. I think I read up on too many cases and they start to blend together or something. I don't know, man. That's why I had to put a disclaimer like, I don't really know. But yeah, anyway. Like, I don't really know about the case that much, but I do remember those text messages and, you know, they buy him a gun for his birthday. Kids reaching out like, hey, I'm not okay. You know, like.
He's like, I need help. I'm not okay. Yeah. And she's like, well, that's right. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah. You know, and then there's the school, right? Like when the parents are failing the kids and the school's aware of it, that's when they're supposed to step in. Nothing fucking happened. They let that kid go to class. If I was a parent at that school, I'd be really mad. You know? Man, it's messed up.
Let me see here.
Fucking Nenny.
What?
I think people should go to jail for cheating, and there's that. Okay. What the hell?
Bitch, you know how full the jails would be if everybody went to jail for cheating?
It'd have to be like a separate jail. It would have to be called like Cheaters Jail. Like there had to be a whole separate jail.
A special jail for cheaters. Oh fuck.
Men and women's. Yep. That was terrible. You're funny, Nanny. Was she an equestrian? Equestrian.
Video, I'm in the car. Do you even ride, bro? Do you even paint, bro?
You're going to be in the car for a little bit?
And said, don't refer to me as Emily on this platform. Go there because you had your name as Emily on this platform well before it was Amy. Just like you had your picture on this platform. Why you wouldn't be mad about it? Just saying.
Oh, okay. We're on a different subject. Someone's mad about. Okay.
Yeah. And
oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that. And can you even paint, bro? Said you will refer to him as Shimmy. Shitty, Cinny.
Oh, for the love of God. That guy, something else, isn't he?
He said Voices was his favorite, though. He's
Oh,
like,
really?
I really like Queen Bee. Queen Bee's number 1. Cappy's number 2, my favorite. I was like, damn. And then he's like, Voices number 3, my favorite. I'm like, ooh.
Damn. Well, at least I made the cut. I can't be too mad. Jeez. Sin.
Sin. Not a win-win. That's for sure. Shit.
Fucking jackass. I swear to God. They don't understand metaphors.
Little bitch tits.
I felt like our message was very profound. Oh my God. That guy's fucking. He puts out some cringe-tastic content, though. I'll give him that. Too funny. Too funny. Here, let me get into a place where I can read chat. Hold on a second.
No, Cindy can't handle it. Can you even paint, bro? He can't take it.
Can't take it. Can't take it. He was only metaphorically speaking when he said he can go outside and whistle. He just has a really good relationship with a good rapport with his community.
Skirt.
Skirt. And she knew what that fucking meant. She knew what time it was. That meant stop the footage, bitch. I gotta say something.
Stop the footage right now.
Skirt. Dude, that's what I'm gonna do to you from now on when you play footage and I want to talk.
I bet you gonna skeet me.
I'm gonna fucking skirt you.
You're fucking skeet me.
Oh my God. I can't.
Skeet me.
I swear to fucking God, dude. Oh, I was fucking rolling the other night watching their live. That shit was funny. Fucking funny as fuck.
Fucking up so goddamn hard, my cheeks hurt. I'm not even playing. That shit had me fucking. Oh my God.
The funniest part is that they are dead ass.
I don't watch their bullshit, but because you know what I'm saying, I ain't fucking with that.
I clipped you. I was filling you in, bitch. I clipped you on the highlights, bitch.
I know, and I love it.
I'm sorry, but no, the funniest part is that they're dead ass serious. Like, they're so intellectual and deep, you know, like.
I'm fucking done, son.
I love it.
Which joke's on him? I can paint, brah.
Oh my god, not voices. Oh shit. Voices coming through talking about how she can paint. Oh Lord.
I can paint, brah.
I
Joke's
can
on
paint,
him.
brah. Oh,
Brah.
fuck. I can't. Dear God.
I came up to tell
Fucking
you that I
crazy.
went and met the grape soda plug. That's why I was late getting up here.
Nice. What kind of sodas did you connect with?
Well, I got some Ollie Pops. Those are like
Nice.
sodas for like, digestive health. So they're like a healthy soda for you.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. Like the poppies, right? Like the probiotic sodas.
yeah, that's what I got. I got 6 different Ollie Pops. I was stuck making a choice in a back alley.
Those are pretty good. Yeah, sometimes they get you in that place, you know.
Well, I
You
mean,
gotta
it
make
was either
quick
pay my
decisions.
rent or buy Ollie Pops, and I decided I would buy Ollie Pops instead. I figured
They're so
everybody else
fucking
is out here.
expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it was have a house or have an Ollie Pop, and I needed my Ollie Pop supply for the month.
Right. Like, I'm going on a soda diet, bitch, and like I gotta get down to like I can't be having because the poppies are like the Ollies. I can't be having more than one of those a day because that'll be quite pricey. So
I know.
yeah.
You know what? Crazy. Back when I was popping pills and being a bad person, I always had money. But now that I have a soda habit that's like out of this world and like $3 a pop, fuck, I'm always broke. I'm out here begging for fish food money, McDonald's money, and Ollie Pop money constantly.
Right. What the fuck? I feel you on that. Well, no, and I tried to be on a soda diet, and then I got this guy at a liquor store locally who buys my favorite soda, which is Grape Crush in glass bottles. Oh, so good. And that's what I've been cheating on my
You can
soda
still get
diet
glass
with.
bottles.
Yes.
How
Can
is
still
it in
get the glass
Commie 40
bottle.
you can still get glass bottles? Tell me that
Because
one. How is it
because
in your plan of recycle nuts? You still get glass bottles.
Because glass is healthy or plastic is bad. It's toxic. So people like demand the glass in these parts. Going back to the glass bottles, I guess. We're doing
It's
it.
called Ollie Pops, OLLIE Pop, POP, and they're got probiotics in them for digestive health. Oh, I know. I could always nab me a couple of them Canadian geese. Man, do you see that one today? That one got a little lippy with me.
I didn't get to watch your live today. You had a geese attack you?
Well, it got a little close, but there was a buffalo though that like started to like he kept his one eye on me and then he kept like following me and then he started moving in the field, so we had to move.
Oh geez. Dude, I want to go to that fucking hot spring you go to. That place
Come
is
on,
nice.
it's free. Come on, it's free. 20 minutes for free.
Oh, you get to go for 20 minutes for free?
You can go every 2 hours for 20 minutes and no cost. So I do dips 3 times a day.
Nice.
It opens
They know
at 8
it's so
o'clock.
addicting. Well, and see, they know that like a lot of times people just be like, all right, I'm just gonna pay for some because I'm gonna want to be there a little more. 20 minutes is kind of generous though for free.
Well, so here's the deal, Pappy. That water is 104 degrees. So you don't really need more than 20 minutes in that water.
Right.
You really don't need more than 20 minutes in it because the minute that you start sweating, then now the minerals are no longer your body is not. And if you don't shower, like now it does smell a little sulfur like, but you don't want to shower after you've soaked because your body still continues to take the minerals in for up to 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So anyway. That's
I've only
what's
been in
caused
like
the
a
reverse aging
jacuzzi.
that I'm having.
I've never been in a natural hot spring before. Like I've seen them, but I've never been in one. And oh, gosh, that's something I need to do in my life. But anyways, I would figure that 20 minutes would be good because like if you're in a really hot jacuzzi, like you don't want to stay in there like forever.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
raises your blood pressure, your heart rate, all of that. Now, there are 2 other public pools, but they're $20 a day. They're $20 a head, $20 a day. And so then that makes that, I mean, you
So
could go,
is
you could be there all day, but it, like at the bathhouse, their water is hotter than the other 2 pools' water.
okay. So is it like a resort where you could get a hotel, or is it just a place you check
Oh,
into to use the pool?
oh, honey, there's it's right here in town. It's on the edge of town. It's only about
Oh,
3 minutes from my house. So you've got like, oh, Olden one sent a $2 super sticker.
thank you, Olden One.
Thank you, Olden.
And there are a different couple different hotels that are there in the park too. And so like it used to be the Holiday Inn, but now I think it's called like the Hot Springs Hotel, and that's got like the Safari Club in it. And so there's
I
like
know, I'm jealous.
you're jealous. Well, come on, get out here. Let's do
Jelly,
it.
eat a better bitch, because I want to be in that fucking hot spring too.
I know.
And we don't have nothing like that around these parts.
Not
Me
only that, but
neither.
you know that water out, like when I go down by the river, that water is all warm too from all the overflow that comes down into it.
Nice.
So you can actually be in real live river water while it's warm in the minerals too. So anyway, I don't know. That's why I moved here. I lived here when I was a little kid. Couple of times, once my grandparents moved down here, and then when my parents got divorced. And I love all the stuff that they have to offer. And this is all like the Native Americans gave this area to my state in like 1896 on the condition that the waters would be free to anybody to use. So there's only 2 days a year that bathhouse is closed, Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. So it's free. Well, wait a minute. It's not free, sorta. It's not free after 20 minutes.
You can't. No, you have to leave after 20 minutes. They'll come out and
So they kind of like they created these loopholes around the natives' requests.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they did.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but not shocking.
Wait. Why do you have to leave after 20 minutes? What the fuck is 20 minutes?
Say that again, Queen, you roboted.
Oh, I said, why do you have to leave after 20 minutes? I don't understand why.
Because the water is so warm, it's no longer a health benefit for you. It's above 104 degrees.
So they charge
but there are 2 pools on either sides of the bathhouse that teach you. Yeah. They charge you for the public pools, but there's no cost to use the bathhouse. You just get a 20-minute time limit. And really, all they do is come out and give you a dirty look, and then they go back inside. I've stayed longer than 20 minutes before.
Ooh.
Hold on, I went ahead and I dropped down and came back in because you said I was roboting, baby. So wait, okay, so you said 20 minutes. I dropped down and came back in. Why can't you be there past 20 minutes?
Because the water temperature is above 104 degrees. So then after 20 minutes, there's no longer a health benefit for it. It raises your blood pressure.
Okay, so they just for your own health, they have you get out.
Yeah. And then you can, every 2 hours, you can come back because it takes 2 hours to decrease the blood pressure, the heart rate, all of that from it elevating being in there. But like I said, there are 2 other public pools and you can pay $20 and go swim all day long. But their pools it's not the 104 degrees. So, yeah, I know. I thought the same thing about the bathhouse. I thought they were like a kinky thing too, like back in the Roman day and that. Nope, not really.
it. Well,
My favorite.
I mean, it still looks nice as hell.
Hey.
Even for 20 minutes.
That's the way I like it. 20 minutes. I get up first thing in the morning, go drive down there, wait, drink my coffee in the parking lot while they open it, go in, soak, come home, do my stuff, go again middle of the day, go again end of the day.
That's pretty nice. So what? So they just have like a little bathhouse. You don't have to pay to go in or anything. You just go on down there when you want.
Whenever you want between the open hours. You sign in and go on and do your thing.
Huh.
I made it across the swinging bridge today. I hadn't been able. I made it. Okay, so there's a suspension bridge called the swinging bridge, and it goes across the river, and it takes you from one side of the river to the other. But when you start walking on it, it starts like bouncing and swaying, and I've not really been able to ever go across it. Like I can get out a little ways and then I got to come back. I made it all the way over and back today. I didn't even have to call like 911 to get rescued from the other side.
Oh fuck yeah! I know what you're saying because I'm like scared of those kind of bridges too. I don't like them at all. I do not like them at all. But yeah, listen, AWP is back to doing content. I did notice that.
Yes. Oh yes, they had a ton of people in there supporting him again.
There for a while, he was uploading content that was already that was just old reused content. He was just reusing it, uploading it, you know. But what he's doing with Josh can too is fucked up.
Well, that's why I thought that was.
He's trying to financially fuck Josh hard, and I don't know why, because he has so much fucking money in a nice ass house, and Josh just had a fucking baby, so.
Well, it's prove a point that if you walk away from Jared, he'll screw your life up.
Well, he's really fucking Josh hardcore. Like trying to fucking take down. He already took his other channel, but I mean, trying to take down another one.
Oh, Cappy's backstage. She must have fell off and came back.
She probably did. Dang it. There we go. I'm sorry. I didn't know how long you were back there, baby. I'm sorry.
No, I just got back there. I accidentally yeeted myself. Sorry about that.
No, you're okay. I didn't know that AWP was back to making fucking content. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's crazy.
They were live on a search again the other day. They came live like breaking news. We found the car.
Yeah, like anybody's watching their breaking fucking news bullshit. Nobody gives a shit to watch his fucking stupid shit anymore.
Dude, I looked in his comments and there's still people that like support him. They're so stupid. Like,
I'm really surprised that they have so many people that support that bullshit.
It's less support than they used to get, but it's still, to me, like a significant amount. Like, I'm shocked at the support they do get, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely cut in half.
That's why I brought it up. Because they're back to, I mean, at one point their support had dwindled immensely, and now suddenly it's like he thinks that people will forget what he did and how they did with the Kylie Rodney case. I mean, that's
you know what? It was like really, 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 like they have as much responsibility as Upchurch regarding that stupid misinformation and conspiracy theory bullshit.
Yep. Because they put a lot of it out there. They put a lot of bullshit out there.
Well, think about everything that went on was all based off of a lie.
That girl contributed to that shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Zav girl's bitch ass definitely contributed.
Yeah, she did.
Well, think about it. Everything that their whole entire investigation was based on a lie. They believed tow truck guy.
In my opinion, allegedly, in my opinion, I don't think tow truck guy. I think he's fake as fuck. I think they planted him right where they wanted him. Okay, some guy is just gonna. We ran into him at the Best Buy parking lot. Think about how that sounds now. Like, I thought about it back then. Just like, that's ridiculous to me. Like, that this fool would just be in the parking lot.
Somebody that was watching social media knew that they were coming in and waited till he saw their rigs into town. Like, you know, what was he? I mean, that just seems opportunistic. Why wouldn't you have opened dialogue with them? Why wouldn't you have just gone to law enforcement?
It does, and Tahoe is not like a rural area. It's a big city. Like Tahoe and Reno are big cities. I can't remember which Best Buy they're at, Tahoe or Reno. Like, they would really have to like have heads helping them track these people down, like at all the freeway exits, and you know what I mean? It's not like some rural area where there's one way in, one way out. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's really, they were in Reno, and yeah, I mean. Yeah, well, and it's not like their stuff didn't stick out. I mean, it was a great, you know, they had the big red
that's true. That's true. I just feel like it's so weird. Like, okay, the way they're talking about, like, oh, you know, if the case starts to go this other way, we have more evidence that this guy provided. But you already totally fucking let him just spew some bullshit that should have been, if this was, you know, if this was all true, should have been reserved, kept private. And, you know, and they said, then he's like, law enforcement didn't even know about it. Or what? Wait.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Law enforcement, yeah, he's like, rather than go to law enforcement, he tracks down AWP in a Best Buy parking lot with what he said was, like, breaking news, like the whole information that could break this case right open. Why would you go to social media versus that? Tells me that when people do that, they're looking for their 15 minutes of fame, in my opinion. From where I stand looking at it, that's what I see. They're seeking. So I just, who was working with Jared? A guy I don't know. I haven't seen him before. Did you guys know who the guy was?
I don't know. I didn't see it. But the guy had cams on his fucking truck that obviously his company could access. So, like, obviously everything checked out and everything's fine since y'all contacted law enforcement and they received the cam footage. You know what I mean? It was just so sensationalized and so stupid to me. Like, and you know what? And Jagger had to be collateral damage of that. Because they wanted fucking views and to sensationalize a fucking case and to create conspiracy theories. You know?
Well, maybe that's not much different than what Paramount just did, showcasing the torrential trio.
Yeah, like, I feel like they kind of they're shining a light on like how ridiculous like social media is regarding true crime, which I don't think a lot of people knew about. And I don't know, to me, those people look wild and ridiculous. But you got to think about, I mean, to the average Joe though, they might just look like, oh, like they're true crime buffs, big deal. You know what I mean? Like,
so I had two girlfriends. The two closest, like, real life girlfriends that I talk to at least, you know, I mean, we meet and have lunch twice a week, you know? So I've been bitching about this thing since we found out about it 2 weeks ago to them. And they don't understand what I do. Like, they watch and they just are like, my God, you're a nutcase. What are you doing?
Right.
Right. So, because they know me. They don't know the social media side of me. They're like, God, you're just so weird. Stop. All right. So they watched it. And from their perspective, because, you know, they're so removed from it, they know this is like where we play on a daily basis, right?
Right.
They're so removed from it. They were like, well, shit, I can do that. I could start up my TikTok. I could take my TikTok and do stuff like that. That was my problem.
Oh, no. Okay. No, I can see where people in the public would think that. I mean, and not just regarding those 3 people, just in general. You know what I mean? Like, that looking at it as a whole, you'd be like, yeah, I could do that too. I mean,
And that
I
was
can
my
see
big
that.
concern was I'm like, no. That's the problem with this. They're like, well, it's 30-second clips. I could like, that's got to be an easy revenue source. Yeah, that's the problem. No, please don't do that.
You know
So
what's
that
crazy?
was,
TikTok doesn't pay very well, I've heard.
okay, but if you're doing it on TikTok, it's just as easy to showcase it on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. And because you can, a lot of these things, you can just put it all out at one time.
Right. And TikTok has like kind of like YouTube where it's not called members, but it's called you pay to be you can follow people on TikTok for free, but you have to pay money to subscribe. It's kind of like the memberships. So like people do make money on there in just like different ways, you know?
So that's one of the downsides that I'm like, oh God, I hope other people didn't take that away.
Yeah.
Because then it's like,
I
oh,
get what
crap.
you're saying.
But
get what
I
you're
guess
saying.
the other part of it is out of all of those people, it was only 3 that actually physically go to locations. The majority of those TikTokers they showed, they were right there in their homes, right?
Yeah. Just the
And
3 that hit the streets. Yeah.
So that's the other side of that I'm like, ugh. I don't know. I just feel like I don't feel like it showed him in the light that we hoped it would. I hope now this doesn't cause another blow up on social media where everybody thinks they can be a true crime 30-second at a time clip, because you really reporting 30 seconds at a time, that's a great way to get all the information wrong. And there's no way to even cite your sources when you're doing stuff 30 seconds at a time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a slippery slope. I agree with you. Sorry, my fat face was eating a snack.
Ducking Fox makes a great point. The funny part is that the market would be oversaturated and no one would make money. Well, there's that. Maybe. The ones that stay at home have a larger following than the travelers. Okay. Oh no, Stereophonics Mom. He thought it was Sunday, but it's Friday. Well,
Not
hey,
everybody wants to do this though. I don't think. Like, there's a certain amount of people that like know social media exists and know that you could, just make an account and do it. I don't know. It is kind of an advertisement though.
Riley did a bunch of debunking. Yeah, I do. Listen, I think that Jenna, if she had guidance and parameters, I think that with her abilities, I mean, her free thinking and her digging skills, I think that she could hone her stuff in and she could become somebody a little, in my opinion, do even better at what she does. And then, I really think that Riley was spot on in how she's showing it. It's almost like she's leading, heading up her own version of the tragedy pimp movement.
I saw that. I was like, yeah, nice. Not a movement.
Oh, crap.
Not a fucking movement. No movements allowed.
Bowel or otherwise.
Right.
It was only 2 days off. Oh, I don't know who was 2 days off on what. I don't know. Oh. Did you get to watch the whole Paramount thing, Cappy?
I missed some of the beginning. I think I missed the whole first one, but I think I watched the whole second and third one.
I think the third one was the best one. Kind of touched on all their records and stuff. It's a movement-free zone. Yes, everybody can be a couch potato over here. Sorry. It's kind of a chilly day, and when it's chillier, the trucks are so much louder when they're coming down the big hill.
The sun's out here today. The rain finally dried up, but it's really chilly. It's really cold.
I was going to ask you, do you need to make a wish list with family water wings on it? Are you doing okay over there?
I was going to say, I'm going to need an Amazon wish list of floaties, please. Just kidding. Not really.
Water wings and probably you might even need to put some swamp foot cream on there for you and some dry socks.
I had a little leak in my ceiling, but other than that, no like damage like you guys saw on the news. Like that is not like close to me because there's hills surrounding Los Angeles, and that's mostly where that happened. And some areas where it's not too hilly, where like maybe the roads are, you know, in a funny position or something, like flooding might have started or didn't have like proper storm drains that like are maintained. But yeah, in Bel Air, there was like a garage or like a maid's quarters in like the rich area. The house like straight slid off the foundation. Like, you know how you see houses going down the river in like movies, like that. Like,
oh, we had that what 2 springs ago, when the melt happened and the rivers got so high. That happened over by Red Lodge. Like a couple of houses just broke right off and floated down the river. And then when Yellowstone flooded so bad and it did all that road damage.
That's so scary.
Well, so where does that put you at water total for the year? Are you finally like back to normal? Because I know you guys have been in such a drought.
Well, last winter we got some good rain too. Not quite as crazy as this, but last winter we got some good rain too. And yeah, we really needed it. Like, you saw like during the Kylie Rodney case, like how dried up that lake was. Like you could see where it was originally for years, like the white line, like the ring around the tub kind of. Like
look at Lake Mead. Look at Lake Mead, how it just is drying up.
Oh, it's drying up so bad that like mafia hit like bodies got thrown in there, like surfaced and shit.
Yeah.
Boats that sank surfacing.
So technically where I'm at is a high plains desert. So even though I'm in the mountains, we're still a desert. So we get less than 4 inches of rain a year.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about that. You were in the high desert, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. I'm considered a high plains desert where we're at. The Bighorn Basin is.
Okay.
So, I mean, all of our moisture that we depend on comes from the snowpack that we get all winter long.
Okay.
So that when mountains start to melt, that's what feeds our rivers. And then the canals that all the farmers water with are fed off of the river. So if our rivers are low, and like we've got a great big reservoir to the south of where I live, like I can't wait for it to get nicer, like summer. And then I'll take you guys out to Boyson. It's a ginormous reservoir. It's huge. I mean, they put boats in it.
That'd be awesome.
Marina, all of that. So, and it's got a great big dam.
So many of the lakes that I grew up going to, like, are just so like Lake Mead, That's right outside of Vegas, right there. I used to go to that when I was a kid and a teenager. And then Lake Powell, that's in like Page, Arizona.
Right.
Like
Havasu.
Havasu, and then in Southern California, like closer to LA, like Lake Castaic and Lake Pyramid and Lake Piru, and like those, like they're all just very sadly drying up. But last winter they got a good amount of water, I think, and then with this last rain, that's good too. The only thing is, like, after having fires and stuff, a lot of those hillsides, when they get a heavy rain like that, it causes horrible mudslides.
Oh yeah, because there's no vegetation to hold the dirt on the side.
Right. Right.
We deal with that. We deal with the same thing because we get forest fires. Same thing.
Yeah. It sucks. There's nothing good about fires at all. Nothing good comes of that. But yeah, I don't know. I hope.
Okay, so what are your thoughts, Cappy? I haven't got to talk to you in a minute. What are your thoughts about the Innocence Project taking over Scott Peterson's case, taking on?
I'm open to it. Like I feel like when the case happened, like, and I feel this way. Like, I was open to hearing, even though I really know that, like, she had something to do with it, like Casey Anthony's stupid interview, like, that she did and stuff. I just had a little bit more questions about George, her dad. You know what I mean? But ever since I've been in the true crime community and kind of been, peeped game about how, like, what creators or the media present cases and sensationalize them, and, like, you can be guilty by media, guilty by YouTube, the court of media, the court of YouTube, you know what I mean? And if you think about
Public
it,
opinion. Yeah, you can always be guilty in the court of public opinion.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And Lacey had such a, like, pregnancy glow and charm and beauty in her face, and she really, like, captured, like, she really, like, got everybody's attention, and they were a really darling couple. And, like, I don't know, like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm just open to listening. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Queen B. Tim's backstage. And yes, thank you, Allison. I didn't specify. It's the LA Innocence Project, not the overstanding actual innocent. It's the LA Innocence Project.
Yeah, it is different. The OG Innocence Project, like, there's different, like, qualifications for them to even work with you. And I'm not even really sure what they are, but it wouldn't be like what they're looking at here. But I'm open to listening and, trying to go in a little more unbiased and objective than probably I did back in 2002 or 2003, I think it was.
Queen, if you can hear us, be Tim's backstage.
If you can hear us.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
By the way, how you doing, everyone? So you guys were talking about the Montgomery case, I'm assuming?
Earlier we were, yeah.
So
we were earlier.
That was a pretty interesting case. I was, like, in the middle of reading. I was just refreshing myself about that case a little bit, reading about that. And I was reading through, like, I was reading through what the response was from the Child Services. What was it? The Investigative Report, Office of Child Advocates, May 22, 2022, multi-system investigation regarding Harmony Montgomery. I was reading through that a little bit. It was interesting. Like, at one point I was reading, they were kind of explaining up there why they slipped up and why they messed up on that particular situation. And I thought it was interesting that one highlight of it was Harmony was placed in custody of Montgomery without a completed ICPC. And basically, ICPC is intended to be both procedural tool or substantive tool. Procedurally, it ensures that the states are provided adequate notice of placement of children in their borders, that they have the opportunity to exercise their statutory right to approve or deny that placement, and that responsibility for ongoing supervision of placement adequately assigned between the two states. So that's what it was. And then the information and safeguards the ICPC can provide were not available for Harmony. The decision to provide Mr. Montgomery custody of Harmony without the ICPC was based on constitution consideration and application of New Hampshire rather than Massachusetts case law. The judge in this case determined that the ICPC could not be constitutionally applied to a fit parent and that Mr. Montgomery had been legally determined to be fit parents in February 2019. Courts in the states have also determined that the ICPC cannot be constitutionally applied to a fit parent. This approach is not in line with Massachusetts law. So basically, because there was this, I think he was in another state. Are they back? Nope, they're not back. They failed her on many levels. Yeah, they pretty much failed her on basically. I feel like she slipped through the cracks because it was like she was living in one state and he was living in another. And no one bothered to actually check out if he was actually in a suitable living condition. And apparently, the only living condition, the guy didn't even have electricity at one point. His electricity was shut off, so he had to hack up a generator in the back. The guy, there's reports of abuse and all that stuff.
Well,
and
hold on,
really screwed up, man. It was such a screwed up case. He was forcing this girl to clean the toilet with a toothbrush, I was hearing. A lot of just the reports of abuse, and they never really checked on her. And I think the main reason why they didn't really check on her for many, many years. I talked about this earlier in Voices. It's a mess when it comes to in between states. Yeah. And a good report to read is actually the 100. If you have the time, I'm still in the middle of reading it, but it's the 101 page document known as Investigative Report, Office of Child Advocate. And it just talks about the timeline of the findings, how they screwed up, what happened, that type of thing. The court case findings. Talks about Adam Montgomery on page 27. It's pretty interesting. I was just reading that. I think he's guilty of sin, but the only problem is that they don't have when we're talking about the case, I think it's let me see. The second he left Massachusetts was off child services radar. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, exactly, Allison. The reason that happens,
very triggering and gruesome. Yeah, I'm not going to read the details of the supposed, not the alleged murder. I'm going to say alleged because legal reasons.
His body's not been found either.
My opinion is I think he's guilty as fucking sin, but that's just me. It's just my opinion.
Well, the other part of that,
the guy had a lot of history of just being a terrible person.
Beat him. He pled guilty to.
I was like, my God, how would anyone put this fucking guy?
I don't think he can hear us, Cappy.
I don't think he can hear us either.
With any sort of custody, man.
Can you hear us, Beaton?
There's no way anyone in their right minds.
He can't hear us.
Let me see. Okay, so courts records show Adam Montgomery was offenses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts dating back to the early 2000s, including convictions of robbery, assault, firearm charges. Montgomery is currently serving decades in prison. He was.
What is happening here?
Sorry. After he was found guilty of weapons charges. Okay.
I wrote him a note.
Yeah, he's like.
Could y'all in the chat let him know that he can't hear us? He needs to pop out, pop back.
But he had a lot of charges. Let me see. I was reading them earlier.
I thought he was just talking over you.
Sorry. I was reading it earlier. Adams, Montgomery.
I thought he was just talking over you, Voices. It's so funny.
Lord, he hasn't even taken a breath.
Oh, this is it. Okay,
no.
So, and this
is impressive, yo.
It is pretty impressive. I'm impressed.
Why do I feel like we're sitting in the back of the class and the teacher's going to catch us talking about him?
Totally. We're busted. So busted.
Okay. Montgomery runs in with the law started as a minor in 2006 when he was 16 and living in Donald Street in Bedford. He was charged with possession of a dangerous weapon on a school grounds according to the Union Leaders Archives. In 2007, July 2007, Montgomery was accused of following a 15-year-old girl into her home on Plainfield Street after shouting that the girl had stolen his cell phone. He was charged with burglary, misdemeanor, simple assault, and the case was dismissed in 2008. September 2007, Bedford police charged Montgomery with criminally threatening his 15-year-old former girlfriend from
He's going
Chester
to
with a
fuck in,
knife.
huh?
He was sentenced to 110 days in jail, according to the court documents. In May 2008, Montgomery, who was 18 at the time, was charged with stabbing a youth in the leg and pushing him out of a moving vehicle near a bridge in Belmont Street in Manchester. Police
Trigger
prosecutor
warning. Sorry,
Robert
guys. He's not listening to hear us.
said this resulted from a drug ripoff in which Montgomery believed he was sold fake drugs. Cunha called the combination of weapons and narcotics a recipe for disaster, according to the union leader's story. Montgomery said he would have no trouble with the conditions of the $25,000 cash.
Oh my God, this is fucking hilarious.
Evading contact with the victim. I don't know who the kid is, Montgomery said. Montgomery was sentenced to 4 years in prison, served 383 days in New Hampshire alone, and Montgomery has 21 items listed in his criminal record case. Mayhem Bay State in 2014, Montgomery was charged with shooting in Haverhill, Massachusetts man in the head after coming over state lines to buy drugs, according to published reports. In that case, Montgomery pleaded guilty to larceny from a person who
I don't know. I hit
battery
the back
with
chat
dangerous
too.
weapon, carrying a firearm without license, discharging a firearm within 500 feet of the building. In September 2014, according to the Essex Mass District Attorney's Office, he was sentenced to 18 months in jail. I don't know how you get 18 months in jail for shooting someone in the head, to be honest with you. And I mean, luckily the guy didn't die, but like 18 months for someone, that seems like attempted murder to me, but okay. I mean, whatever. That's the usual thing. Oh, they are? I'm not hearing any of them.
Yeah, no shit. Hey.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any of what they're saying. Maybe it's just me. Let me just check maybe I can't hear anything. Let me check my mic. I'm so sorry.
He's finally made me realize.
Oh my God. Too much.
Well,
can you hear us now, B Tim?
Let me just unhook and I'll come back. And I'm sorry if
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Poor B Tim. He was going the fuck in. He was like, I'm reading this. So funny.
I seriously felt like the teacher walked in and Cappy and I got busted. I was like,
I
oh
know.
shit.
So
Like, he's going to
busted.
town. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Don't leave those
I don't
two
think
alone.
he can
They'll
hear
talk
us.
about
I don't think he could hear us from the gate either, because when he came in, he's like, hey, did you guys talk about the Harmony Montgomery case? And we're like, yeah, we already talked about that a while ago. And he just went straight into it.
I'm impressed in his lung capacity, yo. He wasn't even winded.
I know. He's pretty good at that. Queen, if you can hear me, B Tim's back in the backstage again.
Hopefully he hears us. Can you even hear us, bruh?
Yeah, can you even hear? I was going to say that too. Can you even hear us, bruh? Do you even have audio, bruh? Gosh.
I'm telling you, that was super impressive, yo.
It was pretty impressive. Don't
That was
say
a
that
whole
much.
bunch of knowledge that we just got.
It was.
He didn't have his
It was.
hearing on. Oh, where we
He
go.
didn't.
B Tim didn't have his hearing aids turned on.
There we go. That's what happened. I don't know if you can hear me, Queen, but B Tim's backstage again. Just letting you know one more time.
Can you even hook up your headphones, bruh? Absolute shambles. That was so funny. Like, B Tim? B Tim. I don't think he can hear us. We were both
At
trying
first,
to
I
add
thought he
all
was just
right.
talking over you like he wanted his turn. And then he talked over you again and again. And then I was like, oh, he's kind of being rude to Voices. And then I tried to talk. He talked over me. And then I'm like, can you hear? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah.
Nope, couldn't hear us at all. It's his level of dedication, though. He was like, no, we are going back to Harmony, Montgomery, and I have the details. That was great. Sorry, V. Tim. Well, now I can say what I was going to say. I think that's the problem, that when he left Massachusetts assumed he would do his duties to let the new state know and get established in the DFS system. And then I'm sure that I don't remember what the other, New Hampshire, right? Or yeah, because it's NH. So then he goes to New Hampshire, and I'm sure New Hampshire thought Massachusetts was still overseeing everything. So that poor little girl was let down on so many levels. Oh no, when he started reading, it was 101. He said it was 101 pages. Oh shit. We could have been here a long time. We could have been here till, oh boy, the cows came home. Yeah. I mean, she just like every fail-safe that was put in place, this little girl slipped through the cracks all the way around. And that's the sad part. Only if we could GIF in here. Oh, active firearm, Delaware County, Pennsylvania. All right, let me see what I can pull up.
Here we go, B. Tim. I'm sorry, my phone died.
Oh, that's all right. I just did not. I was talking and I forgot. I looked at my mic and I did not. I thought my headphones were hooked up to the mic and they weren't. So I wasn't hearing anyone. I thought you just basically was like driving your car and you were like, no one's on panel, so I'm just gonna drive and just keep quiet. So I was just like, okay, let me just jump up here and just like, talk.
What the hell? What?
No, because I thought like I was talking over everyone because I couldn't hear Cappy or Voices. I thought Voices and Cappy wasn't even there. I thought it was just you.
Oh, so you must have been listening to her back. Like you must have been behind in chat when she was talking about the other case.
Yeah,
we were talking about Harmony Montgomery when you came up.
Yeah, because I was in the middle. I was like watching a little bit of the Harmony Montgomery during my break at work, and I was just like, "Oh, I see you guys still live. Let me see what's up." And I didn't hear anyone talking.
So Queen, then your phone died. So during all of that, Cappy and I realized that B. Tim couldn't hear us, and B. Tim was reading the first couple pages of a very long, he told us it was a 101-page document.
111.
And he couldn't hear us, and he didn't see the chat either. So Cappy and I were over here like critiquing B. Tim. So this, it was kind of like reviewing.
The whole chat was lighting him up with tomatoes and shit.
It's like, shut up, B. Tim. Stop reading this document.
Shit was funny, dude.
Oh my
What
God.
document was you trying to read? What the hell was that?
No, it was just like like the Montgomery case. It was just basically the document for the investigative report, Office of Child Advocate for May 2022, multi-system investigation regarding Harmony Montgomery. It was like 111 pages document. I was reading that. I was just like in the middle of like my breaks. I was reading a little bit of the document and I was reading other cases just so I could reevaluate myself on that case. 45 minutes and B. Tim never stopped to take a breath. I didn't go for 45 minutes. It was more like 5 minutes, guys. Literally 5 minutes.
It was 14 minutes and you did freaking phenomenal.
Oh, okay. And I think what's with the new nun outfit, by the way, Cappy? What's this weird the dead nun avatar?
Somebody made me an AI nun, and I found it.
It's a
It was in a
movement,
video.
brah.
And I screenshotted it and I made it my own.
Oh,
I took it to PixArt and fixed it up a bit.
Okay. So what was the next case you guys were talking about? Like, what subject were you guys earlier talking about?
Dude, we have talked about everything from soup to nuts today, buddy.
Yeah, I know you went over that JP person. So, reenactment of our favorite YouTuber. Very interesting.
So funny.
Yeah, she's got it down pat, to be honest with you. Even like how she just like talks to the chat. Like, yes, Willow. Yes, Willow. Yes, true Texan.
Yes, I know. I know.
I know.
My last one and done. I know. I don't have to explain anything to anybody. I know.
I know, guys. I know.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, and I saw you went through the assault with the gentleman, the guy, the Scientology guy. You also went through that as well.
Yeah, she did.
Uh-huh.
She did. I'm gonna have to jump down here though. What?
103-page document was you gonna read? What was that about?
That was regarding the Montgomery. Like, they basically made a report stating like how they screwed up, like the reasons why they screwed up, and not checking her placement.
On what? I'm
There's
sorry.
an active.
There's an active shooter. Like, what's the case?
Where? Pennsylvania, live coverage in Pennsylvania. One child confirmed.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Okay, it's.
Right, I gotta jump down, Queen.
All
I
right.
love you.
I'll see
Good
you.
talking to you guys.
Yeah, talk to you. Or talking at you. I was talking at you.
I'll see you, baby. I'll see you later, love. I love you.
Mhm. East Lansdowne, Pennsylvania, shooting child officers injured as police surround burning house.
Is it in the back here? Okay. Is this the one you just sent me? No, this is some kind of a report or something.
That's the report. I'll pull it up. I'm just like, that
Okay.
was just, you asked me what the 111-page document was. And I was
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm just looking for the news bar. Okay. Here it is. Let me see. This is it. Here you go. This is here you go. This is Fox. This is
You said
live.
here you go 3 times. Where's it at, baby?
It's right here. I just tossed it in the back. It's like 2 officers, child shot in East Lansdowne. And it's a burning house. Let me just read the article. I tell you the live.
I don't want an article. No.
No, that's the video. That's the YouTube video. That's the live
Okay,
stream.
I was gonna say I don't want an article if that's what it is.
No, that's the live stream. According to the initial reports, an 11-year-old girl was shot along with 2 officers on Lewis Avenue shortly before 4 p.m. Wednesday, which is about 43 minutes ago.
Fire.
They were all,
See some exploding stuff inside. So I'll let you guys have it for now. We'll keep this.
Chris, before you go,
Yeah.
as we've been watching this scene unfold from high above, it's really difficult to determine whether this active shooter situation is over by the stance of the police officers, by the SWAT truck, by them starting to put out the flames more recently here. Do you see any of the police officers from your vantage point? Does it look like they're just responding to a fire now, or that this active shooter situation is still ongoing?
We are right now about, as you see how close we are, about a block away from here on Wildwood Avenue, about a block in from Baltimore Pike, a block away from Lewis. And right now it's a fire situation right now. It seems we're not close enough to get to one side of it and we're also not near the SWAT. We're in a residential neighborhood. We are seeing this. You're witnessing it like residents here living right next to it firsthand. We don't see any law enforcement right here near us. Again, we're about a block away as this fire continues to rage out of control.
Chris, I'm hearing some shouting out there. What's being shouted? Are those from authorities? Are those neighbors? What are neighbors saying?
I'll just let that pass, Jason. If it needs to be said, I'll let you know.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, maybe something he can't report.
Are you seeing any residents peering out of the windows there? Does it look like anyone is still sitting put in their homes while all of this is going on?
Yeah, Shiva, let me, Starling, can we just look over here, the onlookers over here? You can see these are some of the onlookers there. you know, having out their cell phones. Again, this is happening in a very residential neighborhood. They got their phones out. They're watching this burn as we are right here, a block away. You can see there's not any law enforcement or fire officials here, but we can certainly see them here in a distance, about a block away. We see fire hoses getting back onto this fire. So
there's two streams of water, it looks like, and they are doing their best to not only put this fire out, but save the two neighboring houses. And one of them is on fire, although just the tip of it there, the roof of that one residence. And so they're doing their best to put out the part of the house that is fully engulfed to save that neighboring house. So, you know, under the circumstances, this is the best that they can do. Hard to tell. It looks like
lower left corner, there's law, or lower right corner, there's law enforcement on the back side of
when
the
we
house.
first saw the hoses come out, I was like, where is the fire department? They might be doing that job. Have you seen an actual fire truck out there, Chris?
Well, we have in passing, but again, we're a block away. They're not fighting the fire from where we're at. I do want to introduce Letitia. Do you live nearby?
I do, actually. I live in Yaden, but I actually used to work at the daycare right next to wherever this fire is. And that's what I'm trying to figure out which house it is. I'm not sure, but it's pretty close.
What did you ask me when you came up, and what are your concerns right now?
I'm concerned because we're hearing that there is an active shooter and there's a lot of people out here. So we don't know where he is. I mean, it's pretty close to where this is happening. So I'm really concerned if it's safe. We don't know if this young man, whoever it is, can come out here and, you know.
House to house. But clearly they are working this active structure fire from multiple angles. That tactical vehicle there in the top left, again, has a lot of what appears to be SWAT team members stationed around it. Many of them were in tactical position behind it when it moved into that position at the beginning of our live stream. So if you put all the pieces together, and we'll go back to a split screen shot here. If we put all the pieces together, we have a shooting, we have loud sounds, a sound reminiscent of a loud bang or boom that's been heard. We, of course, have now seen the SWAT team members in position. But what we don't know is the shooting, how that fits in with the fire, how many officers are injured. We know at least one officer shot.
2.
And we don't know the status of a potential suspect.
Yeah, right.
Apparently, the suspect retreated into the home, sources said.
They're taking a break there on the right, so we'll come back to the left.
Around just the shell remains. So anybody who was inside, you know, and you get a good look at the other house next to it too, that is serious damage next door, and they're doing their best to save that as well. But hard to imagine what was going on. If we go back to what Steve Keeley was telling us, we did get an update that the two officers were shot in the leg. So their condition is not known. It can still be a very dangerous situation when you're shot in the leg. So let's not assume anything. But
their condition is stable, by the way.
An 11-year-old girl was shot, and the concern.
So the police officers are in stable condition, you said?
Yeah, that's what one of the articles stated. Stable condition.
Good.
Two officers. Just reading.
The moment right now is, what is her situation? Is she okay? Was she scooped up and taken to a hospital locally? Not sure. Steve, I don't know if you're with. Oh, Chris is gone. Okay, and there's a good look at Steve Keeley's shot there at Penn Presbyterian, as several officers and several departments in Delaware County are all gathered around those two officers shot. Those two officers showed up to this house in an apparent domestic situation of a report of an 11-year-old girl shot. When they got there, a suspect inside this house opened fire, and that's when those two officers were shot in the leg and immediately taken to a hospital. As Steve Keeley reported, those two officers were not able to tend to this 11-year-old girl. So it's not known what her situation is, but just by the looks of this house, let's pray she wasn't in there.
Yeah, Steve said that they were never able to get the child out at that point, which is one of the more concerning points of the story right now, is whether that little girl is in there right now. We don't know. That is unclear.
And, you know, a lot of...
Oh, that's sad as hell.
Witness from...
I thought they already got her out.
No, it looks like it's unclear on articles.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah.
And he might have retreated in the house, the gunman, they say, while the house is on fire. They says there was when they arrived at the scene, they said a neighbor was asked, quote, there was a rapid gunfire. I was just sitting on the couch, and then I heard pop, pop, pop. Peeked out to see, then literally 10 seconds later, cops were coming out from everywhere in every direction, yelling, active shooter, close your door, he said. Another SWAT team member helped him safely evacuate from his home. So it sounded like a domestic dispute. 11-year-old kid is claimed to be shot. They come there, and then shooting occurred. I don't know how the fire started, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to figure that out. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, so this might be a very bad situation. A very, very bad situation.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's terrible. 2 officers shot and a child potentially dead. I mean, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
2 houses on fire because look, the neighbor's house has now caught on fire. That peak is still smoldering.
The helicopter was positioned on an
in-home daycare situation. There's a lot of in-home daycares here. Hard to tell which house she was talking about, but a total loss here on Lewis Avenue in East Lansdowne, where 2 officers have been shot. The SWAT is on the scene. They're trying to save that house to the right, and it's still smoldering. There might be a fire burning in the attic of that house, so they're doing their best to contain it. Cars on fire next door. Not sure if that's a police vehicle there to the center of your screen. That black SUV. Hard to tell as you get a better idea, but you know they've got one hose on this at the moment, so it's going to take a while. This thing might just burn out itself. A good-sized house. Bottom right of your screen. SWAT, they're following that SWAT vehicle. So they're still taking a very defensive position, assuming that there is still a danger out there, that there still may be a gunman. You can't confirm that, so you aren't sure if he's been neutralized. So they're playing it safe.
Yeah, you can watch before the smoke filled the entire screen here. You could see those officers walking slowly behind the SWAT vehicle. We have our Chris O'Connell. He's on the ground. And from his vantage point, it appears that this active shooter situation may be over and that it's a firefighting situation right now. We want to go to our Steve Keeley, who's outside Penn Presby, where those 2 police officers were taken. Steve?
Well, the man you're looking at right now is the emergency management coordinator for Delaware County, and he just told me that all the police chiefs out there involved in this are on their way here now. They'll probably go right in to check on those 2 officers that I reported earlier were both shot in the legs as they responded to a 911 call for an 11-year-old girl shot. And so they're going to come in here and first check on their officers and then perhaps come out and talk to us here, which sounds like standard operating procedure because sadly we are outside emergency rooms all too often for police officers shot in the line of duty. Rarely are we out here for the Delco police departments, smaller departments, but just as dangerous as we're finding out right now. So that is the update here outside the emergency room. We don't know of any other victims being brought here just yet. And that was the sad part because they never were able to get to that victim if that was the truth and the case that there was an 11-year-old on that scene shot. As they tried to get to her, they were shot. And then other officers risked their lives trying to get those 2 officers out of there while they're wounded and get them into emergency room hands as soon as possible.
We're getting a look at this fire that continues to burn, Steve. It's all siding just being melted off one side of this house here. And as officers, you know, there is a hose that's just sitting on the ground, spraying water into a window. We have not seen a single firefighter out here. Are you getting any reports that, you know, the suspect has been neutralized, that there's no longer a threat, or is this still an active shooter situation?
Look, I'm not seeing that, but just based on what you're telling me and a little common sense added to the mix, it sounds like they don't know whether somebody has been neutralized or is still alive in there with a gun. And that tells you that firefighters have been ordered to back off. And especially if that fire is not in any danger of spreading, that they're not going to risk firefighters' lives because as thick as their gear is, it does not stop bullets. And so firefighters are not going to try to put out a fire and risk firefighter lives if somebody in there is taking shots at anybody approaching that house in a uniform,
see some
as he
firefighters
did
now.
or she did earlier at 3:37 when those 2 officers from East Lansdowne were shot.
Okay, we can see the fire truck coming up here on Lewis Avenue and firefighters moving into the home next door. You can see the long hose there as they work to put out this fire, at least begin to put out this fire. We want to go to Chris O'Connell. He's on the ground right now. Chris, what are you seeing from your vantage point?
Well, if you could, you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing, Sheba, is that house just burning right now, and everyone here, onlookers and neighbors, praying and wondering who may be inside. Reports that 11-year-old girl was inside that home, we're trying to talk to neighbors. A few neighbors say they may know who lives in there. We're going to try to get some confirmation. But as you can see, just a horrible situation. Just a quick recap. We're in the unit block of Lewis Avenue here in Lansdowne. When police here were sent for a domestic, when they got here, shots rang out. 2 officers were shot. They were sent to local hospital, shot in the leg. Steve Keeley is there with those conditions. We also know an 11-year-old girl reported inside that home, and the suspected shooter also inside that home. And no word yet. Last word, he was not in custody. So where he is and where that 11-year-old girl is remains seen. That is the question. And
terrible.
You could see firefighters, actually, some of them we were told are being called back from this fire. But as it just continues to burn, just a horrible scene as everyone here just trying to.
Yeah, I wouldn't send my firefighters in that son of a bitch.
This Lansdowne neighborhood.
Nope, especially if there's an active shooter that was in there. Nope, you can, especially if you're trying to take out my fucking firefighters, you can just burn your ass on in there then.
First look at firefighters on the scene there.
No, them firefighters' lives are way more important than him if he's taking people out and killing kids and killing cops. And hell no, I would not send my firefighters in there. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know if he's just running around the neighborhood. He could be not in that house. He could be just like hiding somewhere else. You don't know.
Get a better idea of certainly that other house next to it. That's probably.
I mean, this guy just allegedly shot an 11-year-old girl and shot 2 cops.
From the inside. There's a good look at it too from Chris O'Connell's shot. The other house, just a shell of its former self, and they're going to have to really inspect it to see if there's a shooter inside.
So here we are, more than an hour after the initial reports came in about an 11-year-old girl shot, 2 police officers coming in to respond. This house on fire. It's still unclear how the fire even began. And now we're seeing the first firefighters respond to this fire. Less police, at least the SWAT.
Man, that other house is getting worse.
Yeah, that house is gonna not good.
So when this initially started, we were told that SWAT team needed to move in first before the firefighters could, because that was the priority here. But there is still a lot of police activity to the left of your screen. You can't see a lot of it now, but you can see a little bit of the police vehicle there. But a number of officers are still on the ground. We need, at this point, everyone's waiting for the fire department to get this fire under control, get it extinguished. And then the real investigation begins here to see if there may be any charred remains inside, human remains inside. And that.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, it's safe to say you can't survive that. That's a total loss. And so we'll have to find out there. There at the top left of your screen, you saw just how many police are on the scene. SWAT moved out of the area to make room for that gigantic fire truck that moved in to try to put an end to this fire that's been burning over an hour now, and they had to do that out of.
What started this? What kicked this off? Were they trying to serve a warrant?
No. What happened was they got 2 officers got a call that 11-year-old girl was shot. Some sort of domestic dispute. They go there. Guys start shooting at the cops. I don't know what started the fire, but apparently it might have coincided with the events of the shooting. So basically, so we don't know where the 11-year-old is. We don't know where the suspect is, and the cops are in the hospital, shot in the leg, stable condition. So The guy could be in the house. The 11-year-old could be in the house, or they, we just don't know. I mean, they never confirmed. I don't even think they even seen the 11-year-old alleged. They just came there and the guy started shooting. So we don't even know.
Damn. That's
So
crazy. Why we okay, so I'm gonna put this on mute. Why this is on mute? Oh my god. Here's this one. Oh my.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at
they're hitting
this.
it with the
Able to see
big
just
water cannons
SWAT
now.
team members or units and tactical gear are down there. You're seeing just debris.
Wow.
You're watching this house fall into ashes. There's a dog. You saw that on the left?
Oh my god.
What in the world is
Oh my god, there's a fucking dog up there.
That's interesting. Of
Yeah,
course,
there was a dog.
people, and you would imagine dogs, they're going to try to keep everybody as far away from the active structure fire as possible.
Oh
But if
man.
my eyes didn't deceive me, there was a small dog that just rushed in between these two homes. I'm hoping that a SWAT team member or one of those law enforcement officers was able to pick up that dog. One of our commenters, actually one of our moderators, Lynn, is noting that they're one of the people that one of the witnesses that we heard from was talking about having tremendous concern for his dog. We just saw a dog. We don't know if that's the dog that he had.
Hopefully it's the fucking dog he was looking for. Shit. The little shit's on the goddamn ground now. He's out there running around, so
yeah. Jesus.
He's on the fucking ground. Well, at least he's alive. That tells you he's a fucking live. He's out there running around on the damn ground. He's probably looking for his parents or his mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? He's probably looking for his family. Shit, this is scary as hell. And that fucking heat, boy, that heat coming off that house is hotter than shit.
Yeah. Jesus. I'm gonna check if there's any new information on the articles and stuff like that. I don't know how we do get a scanner. Someone said, do we have like a scanner, the police scanner on this area?
Yeah, we can pop the police scanner on. I got one.
Oh, you want to check it out if there's any sort of things going on?
Yeah, the dog was not in the house. Let me just say that the dog was not in the house. The dog's running on the ground.
Yeah.
He ran between the two houses, it looked like.
Yeah, he's not in the house burning. He's on the ground.
Yeah, at that point, if the dog was in the house and he was burnt, I would be like, Queen, you might not want to shut this thing off now.
Yeah, we wouldn't have kept that on there anyways. But I'm just saying, if some people I think maybe thought the dog was in the damn house,
there is a SWAT team on site.
Just want them to know that it's not,
But that was pretty much a foregone conclusion when we had seen what appeared to be a Bearcat style utility.
Are coming from the house. House has been largely burnt out, but they still don't know what happened with the individual inside. My understanding is 2 police officers were hit today by gunfire, responding to a call here. I think they're going to be okay, but I'm heading over to Penn Presbyterian Hospital. I ask everybody in Delaware County and in the region, just keep praying for these officers.
We're hearing at this point that they might have been shot in the leg. I don't know if you'd be able to say anything about where they were shot or if they're stable at this point.
My understanding is they are in stable condition. Again, I'm trotting over to the hospital to try to make sure of that. But again, prayers for these 2 officers who are just doing their job, responding to a call here at this residence, and shots were fired at them.
Responding to a dangerous call, I mean, we understand that they were getting a call that 4 shots fired at that point. So running towards danger, are you able to elaborate on that?
That's what our police officers do every single day. They run towards danger so other people can run away. But they were injured, and we're going to make sure that they're okay.
Do you know anything about a call for an 11-year-old that was shot, a child being possibly shot?
My understanding is that's the call that they were responding to. Again, I have no information about whether or not that actually happened. All right, we don't have any information about the 11-year-old. That's all part of the unfolding investigation. Right now, law enforcement is just trying to make sure that the scene is safe for people in the neighborhood, and then we're doing that kind of investigation. We don't know about the person inside the house who shot at this point. The house has been largely burnt out. I'm not sure what the condition of that individual is, but just keep praying for the officers who are on scene, trying to make sure this situation becomes stable.
We certainly will. And I know in the beginning we weren't seeing firefighters even able to move in, and I'm assuming that was for their safety at that point, that they couldn't actually do their job because there was a true safety concern out here.
Absolutely, but we've got police chiefs on scene who are also firemen. So we're making sure that the fire is largely contained at this point. But again, I'm not a fireman. I don't want to make any judgments about that. They're doing the best they can, but they're also making sure that both the firemen and the police officers who are on scene are kept safe.
Any word on the neighbor's home? Because we did see that the fire might have been spreading to a neighboring home. Were you able to just visibly see what the condition of that?
I didn't see it, but I only got it from an angle, so I don't want to comment too much further about how much damage there has been.
Last question. We are seeing law enforcement from across the region. What a response. Can you talk about that at all? Everybody in Delaware County comes out for something.
This is Delaware County at its best. It is a community. Everybody provides mutual aid whenever there is an emergency, so everybody jumped, including my detectives. We're all on scene here making sure that the situation is stable, and then we're going to make sure that the officers are okay.
Thank you so much for your time. Please keep us posted on how it goes at the hospital. So Jason Sheba, that was the Delaware County District Attorney. As you heard, he did confirm what we've been reporting for the last hour or so, that 2 officers were injured. They were responding to a call for shots fired. He didn't have clear information on what that call was for. Heard the same thing that we did, that it might have been for a child, but he has no information on a child being shot, just that 2 officers were shot. The only bit of good news here is that he did hear that those officers are okay and might be stable at the hospital. He's heading there now just to get an update on them. Again, law enforcement from across the region responding to this. He said now their focus is on that home to make sure that the fire is out, and then to determine who this individual was that was shooting, what their condition is. He said he did not have any information on that at this point, but again, he is heading to the hospital as we speak to get an update on those officers. What he knows right now is that he believes they are in stable condition. Bit of good news there.
And that's great that they're in stable condition. I hope the little girl that was shot is okay.
I'm hoping that there's not even a little girl, to be honest with you, because they haven't verified there is a little girl.
They say it was a little girl shot. Oh, it was a child. Sorry, I'm sorry.
11-year-old. Yeah, 11-year-old. They said that was the main reason for the call, and they haven't confirmed if the little girl, where's this little girl at this point? If because no one has identified her, no one's seen her. The officers didn't get a chance. So that's the situation there. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to find, but that's very odd. Like, I don't know how the fire started. That's the weird thing. I have no idea how the fire started.
Well, if he had a firearm, and most people have an appliance in their home that if you shoot at it, it'll explode.
Mm-hmm.
Hot water heater, stove. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's terrible, though. That's really terrible. That's really terrible. Well, let's just hope there's no little girl involved and it was just a false call or something. Or something. I don't know.
This world is just awful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Shit, it can be. Did you hear me talking about the Kate arraignment today?
I heard a little bit of it. I heard that basically it was some sort of BS with the she was in the courthouse and the guy was in the hallway, and the guy just because there was some sort of protective order, something like that.
Kate had went to Turtle Boy's court date.
Yeah.
While she was there, this Miss Murray has a restraining order against her, order of protection against her, however you want to say it. And she's not supposed to be within like 500 feet of her or something like that. So this lady felt like she needed to go to the court date too.
Yeah.
So supposedly that they said that Kate was out in the hallway and was escorted by a trooper, told to leave, and that she came back in on her own and was sitting in the courtroom less than 15 feet away from this lady who's got an order against her. And guess who the witness is? The one and only witness for the
Turtle Boy.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The very guy she's covering and has been doing content on. Really?
I'm sure he won't lie. I'm sure he will not lie at all.
Well, then we just look at what he just put somebody else through.
What he put 12 other people through, actually, if you want to be precise. And their families, if you want to add that. The guy's a real terrible person, but Yeah, I think that's probably going to be thrown. Like, you know, we'll see. I mean, I highly doubt that Mr. Kearney's going to go on the stand and testify on that one. He might be a little bit too busy. Might be way too busy with that stuff. I can't believe that, though, that they would actually do that kind of crap. But not surprising, that group of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully she gets out quickly and she doesn't have to deal with that BS. Because that is such BS.
Yeah, I think I sent you the paperwork.
Yeah, I'm taking a gander. I didn't even open up my Discord all day. You know, as I was all day working, so I was kind of like not even. Let me see. Now comes the Commonwealth state of objection. The subpoena. Just reading quickly.
Well, we've been on here like almost 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was
around later or what?
Yeah, I'll be around. I'll jump up.
Okay, I was gonna say we'll probably go live here after a while. I mean, here in a little while. I gotta go get my other one from sports, so I will check back in with y'all here after a bit.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be on tonight if you're on tonight. You know,
All
depends. Right. If you're on like 12 o'clock at night, I'm not gonna be around.
Yeah, no. I'm saying and then we can, chit chat or whatever for anything you missed that you want to go over or whatever. And
Sure. I'm gonna probably go back to read that 111-page document on Anna Montgomery.
Yeah, you want to go over that? That's a lot, but we could go over that.
Oh, well, whatever. I'll jump on it, whatever. I'll probably read it and summarize it in my own words,
Oh, yeah.
I highly doubt the chat would want me to sit through and read 111 pages of a document. No, the chat would go. There'll be no one in the chat but myself. But anyway, you guys have a good
night. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for hanging out. Bye, voices. Bye, BTM.
Bye.
Bye, baby. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you guys, and thank you guys for hanging out and chit-chatting with us. And I will catch y'all on the flip side. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Catch y'all later.